just keep. I'm going to turn the crowd mic off and just see if I can hear it through his mic.
Yeah. We're not on the stream yet, are we? Harp, are we on the stream?
Are we streaming? Okay. No one's listening. Well,
2 of us are listening.
okay. Okay, there's the crowd mic. All right. Jacob, I'm just reading your text out loud here. I can barely hear y'all. All I hear is static when y'all talk. Sweet. Awesome. Okay, what I'm going to do is this. Just hang tight. I'm going to get Mr. Tag, and we'll let him kind of play with this, and then we may call it after the first quarter. So just hang tight.
Yeah, this is as loud as the volume's going, and for some reason it's not that loud.
If you can't come now, just whatever.
Yeah.
And welcome in, football fans. It is Friday night. We are home, Henry Winston Stadium, here on a beautiful, beautiful Friday evening here in Friendswood. And it is so glad to be back in the friendly confines. Last week we were up in a little bit of a booth in the elements last week in Pasadena, but no one cared about us because on the field, Friendswood was throttling Pasadena 68-0 to get their first district win of the season. And there are 3 games left here this year, and all the path to the playoffs are in Friendswood's hands. I'm Kirk Lowe, joined as always by Coach Josh Fritz. And, Coach, you got to love, as a coach, when the whole destiny of your season is in control by you.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to leave it up to somebody else and have to watch the ticker tape if they're going to win or lose. Looking right now, you got top of the cream of the crop, I guess. Angleton, you would say 5-0 in district. Crosby 4-0. LaPorte 4-0. Porter 2-2 coming in. Then you've got Kingwood Park 2-3 and Friendswood 1-3. And we've talked about it in the pregame when nobody was here, just me and you. You know, those other teams, Crosby, Porter, LaPorte, they got to play each other at some point.
Yes.
Right? So that's going to knock some of those guys down. But it is a must-win for the Mustangs tonight and each Friday night, basically, as we go throughout the season.
For sure. So we're playing a team that's brand new to us in New Caney, Porter. Porter comes in 2-2 in district. One of those games, though, was a blocked field goal with time expiring to beat Kempner 10-9. So, but bottom line is they got the win. They're 2-2. They are currently in that 4th spot for the playoffs. So yeah, huge game. Not only can we tie up the record with Porter, but we'll have the head-to-head. So that will put us in that 4th seed after tonight. But again, Coach, we've seen it all year. You know, it's hard to say what Friendswood's just going to show up. Last week, impeccable. Brister, 17 of 19 passing. That's hard to do in practice.
Right. Yeah.
Obviously throwing a shutout. The penalties were lessened last week. The turnovers were lessened last week, and you come out with a huge win. So, evidently, you can put points on the board. You can shut things down when you put a whole game together. We're going to need that tonight for the Mustangs.
Absolutely, and the defense has played really, really well. Stellar. They probably have not been scored on, I think, in the last 7 quarters. 6 quarters, if I'm doing my math right, but they've done a great job of holding the teams back once they kind of get their stuff to go. And I'm sure Coach Griff's been working with those guys all week, trying to figure out what the best game plan is for tonight. So, again, here we are, must win. Henry Winston, beautiful night, a beautiful 70-degree night here in Friendswood, ready to kick it off.
Yeah, Porter did win the toss. They deferred, and so Friendswood, a little low line drive, got to the 5, 10, 15. It's going to be Mickey.
Fumbled.
Ball fumbled. Right off the bat, we just talked about it. You eliminate those turnovers. You eliminate. Friendswood gets the ball back, but right off the bat, because we have a fumble from Garrett Mickey on the return. Luckily, again, picked up by Friendswood.
Yeah, Jacob Abibi, number 11. Noah Abibi. Sorry, I had all the Abibis in class. Noah Abibi, Johnny on the spot on that one. And it looks like we're coming out here, the Mustangs in their white pants and blue tops. It looks like number 8, Mikey Butler, is back in the game after Brish did a great job, of course, last week. Butler's been battling that leg injury, and he's back today.
Butler all by himself in the backfield. Now had a quad set, little screen out, caught 25. Looking for a block 30. Gets about the 35-yard line. See if we can get that number real quick. Jackson Lee on the reception. We had Winters in motion out there as a third blocker. Lee just followed the blockers, off he went. And, Coach, it's nice to have Brister there on the sideline ready to go with a couple games experience now.
Yeah, for sure. That's not another quick pass out there to Mickey. Nice, quick, get your skill guys there for Brister, for Butler, kind of getting back in the flow of things. Nice play call in there, getting Mikey the quick outs.
Yeah, Butler, he's already in there. Coach, you can tell he's so glad to be in there.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't seen that. I'm seeing him like we saw him game 1. Just hard. Butler's going to keep this one, run up the middle. It's going to be enough for a first down. Needed 1, got 5 on that. Puts them at their own 49-yard line, already to midfield here, just under 1 minute gone in this ball game.
Looks like he's saying my leg is fine. I'm ready to roll.
Little pass out screen, caught, but nowhere to go that time for Garrett Mickey. He's going to get actually to the line of scrimmage where they're going to say his forward progress was stopped. Oh, actually, is a penalty. See what they're going to call them. Look like illegal shift, maybe. Let's see.
Yeah, I think too many guys. Yep, legal shift.
So 5 yards back for the Mustangs. They'll bring up a first down now, 15. Eliminate turnovers, eliminate penalties, or lessen those. We've already had one of these. So the turnover didn't happen, but the fumble did. And that's your first penalty of the game for the Mustangs. Again, just underway here. Critical game for seeding. Looking for that 4th spot in district. Porter coming in 2-2. Friendswood 1-3. Head-to-head tonight here from Henry Winston. Homecoming 2024. Butler rolling to his left. Got a man caught. Jerami got about 10 on that. So he's got about, I'll give him 11. Got 3, maybe 4 to go here. Inside Spartan territory. Ball is on their own Spartan 44-yard line.
Very manageable 3rd and short.
For sure. Handoff, Winters. No, Butler. Nice fake. Butler on the run. Butler with a big first down. He gets up. He's fiery tonight, Coach.
He looks good. He looks none the worse for wear. Don't see a little hitch in his giddy up. He looks great to me. Nice slinging those passes out and making the runs when he needs to. So nice job. Glad to have him back.
Oh, for sure. Ball's on the 33. First and 10. Little play action caught. To lead down to the 15-yard line. Nice fake again for Butler. I'm sorry, that was Mickey, Garrett Mickey. Mickey is the solo receiver down here. Friendswood's moving left to right. Got Jerami in the slot up top, Lee up top. Another whistle, and that should be a false start, I believe. Yep. That's 2 penalties, Coach, in this drive.
Yeah, we talked about it, how we got to minimize those. We can't get 2 steps forward and 1 step back. The Mustangs are really looking good here on offense. They're back to their quick, get out there fast, quick motion that they wanted to go to most of the year, and it's been effective. We just can't shoot ourselves in the foot with those penalties.
Coach Butler, appreciate you listening as always, and John Merritt, or as I call him, Superstat, listening as well. And yes, we are glad to hear Mikey's back. Got George Lindsay and Lonnie Pendle. Appreciate y'all listening in this evening. Hope we sound okay. We don't have the band right below us like last week, so at least you and I can hear each other.
I heard several people say that they still heard us last week, even though band was there, and they kind of enjoyed it. Give those guys credit. They were kicking.
They were live, for sure. Speaking of band, Friendswood's band's already gone tonight because we have the homecoming festivities at halftime. So Friendswood, after the false start, backed up now 1st and 15 at the Spartan 20-yard line. Butler going to Mickey, just out of his reach, and the defensive back. He celebrated like he did something.
Yeah, that ball was thrown just a smidgen too far. Mickey's made some great, phenomenal catches this year, but some of those guys, man, I can't stand when they do. You're doing your job. You made the tackle. That's what you're supposed to do, and they all get up. And sometimes that drives me crazy when they do all that stuff.
Well, Mickey had already beat him anyway.
Yeah.
At the pass, but Butler laid him a little bit out of bounds on that. Nothing Mickey could do. So it's now 2nd and 15. And I got a feeling they're going to get that young man again. Butler back to pass.
Up the middle.
Across the middle. Jerami. Oh, in and out of his hands. Went up to get it. Couldn't corral it. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 15 now for the Mustangs.
I think it's a catchable ball, a little high but still catchable. Jerami just went up there, maybe mistimed his jump a little bit, kind of through his hands. But again, we're still 3rd and 5, manageable, better than those 3rd and 8s and 9s.
Ooh, a lot of movement. Going to have a free play. Butler rolling to his left, going up top. Jackson Lee got it tipped out just in the last second. Should be offsides. It is offsides on the Spartans, so now they'll get 5 back, bring up a 3rd and 10. Third and 10 from the 15-yard line. Good play that time by the DB of Porter. But again, offsides. Wait. We're blowing the whistle. Play is dead.
They're going to false start that on the Mustangs?
They call offsides. Why is there not a play?
Yeah, why'd they blow the whistle? I don't know why the play was blown dead.
I don't either, and neither does Butler. He was going up top again, but either way, it's now 3rd and 5.
Yeah.
Now we're at the 10-yard line moving forward, and all this due to 2 offside. All it is a hard count from Butler. Drawing him offside. You fool me once, fool me twice. Going to have Mickey in motion. Handoff Winters. Did not get it. Going to only get about a yard, Coach. He's going to be about 4 short. And we are going to have a field goal opportunity for the Mustangs. Going to bring in Ronan Wilson. Wilson's had a nice year this year for the Mustangs. Ball's going to be spotted at the 16-yard line. Going to be on the right hash. Really no breeze at all this evening here. Wilson, high snap. It's blocked. It's blocked and returned from Porter. 15, 20, 25, 30. Get him out of bounds, and we finally do at the 50-yard line. Jeffrey Randall actually knocked him out. The high snap, here's the issue. When you're a kicker, you've got that whole rhythm.
Yep.
And he'd already started steps. By the time the ball got down, a little bit off, he had a stutter step. So the kick was low, gets blocked, and Friendswood, after a nice drive,
comes up empty-handed. And you mentioned, you said last week Porter blocked that extra point or a field goal to win the game. So obviously they've got to play for that as they start here on the 42-yard line.
They did get now to their own 42-yard line. So great field position for the Spartan offense to start. They will be led by quarterback number 3, Stone Singletary. Good running quarterback, and he tries to run the first play, and he is going to be dropped for a loss. That's 7.
Yes, sir.
Mason Sindelar. Little pressure up there, and Stone never had a chance to get moving on that.
Yeah, Sindelar blew right through there, hardly even untouched, honestly. Got there, wrapped him up. He wasn't going to let him go. Great job.
Just underway here, 8:30 here in the first quarter. Nothing. Friendswood's first drive got him in the red zone down to the 10, but could not get a field goal. Any points on that as they got that field goal blocked. And Spartans, it's their first drive of the ball game. Again, playing for that 4th spot. Granted, you got 2 games after this one, but this is a critical game for playoff seeding. One back in the backfield for Singletary. Looking for that option. Got an option pitch. Got it. 35 out of bounds at the 40. Was that number 2 or 7? Oh, 1. I'm sorry. That's number 1 that time. Still.
Jalen Osby.
Yeah, there we go. We're just trying to get these new numbers. They got a few running backs. This team is interesting. They started the year running the triple option. Then, about midway through, all of a sudden, they're more in a traditional little West Coast, little pistol action. But when we saw that play, the pitch still looks good. So they've got a whole full arsenal.
Looks like they called I'm sorry, Kirk. They called a penalty on the Mustangs, which is going to.
Oh, now they're in, Mustang territory. That's
had to be a personal foul because they gave him 15 yards on that.
They did. The ball's now on the 45. I didn't see the call.
I didn't either.
Unless it was maybe a late hit out of bounds. He did push him out of bounds, but I didn't think he was. Either way, it's a personal foul. Friendswood, so that's a 3rd penalty, coach of the game for the Mustangs. Ball's from Mustang 45 now. One back in the backfield with Singletary. Singletary looking to run around the left end. Got some room, puts his head down, gets to the 40. Right at the 40-yard line goes Stone Singletary. Actually going to mark it to the 39. So a 2nd down and 4 now. That's a 6-yard gain for Stone Singletary.
Yeah, 27, Austin Kane presses him out of bounds. He had 49, Caleb Allen there in pursuit as well. But, yes, right now, they're not looking to pass at all. Just running with Mr. Stone there, maybe doing a quick option, but they've looked to pass one time.
They do have trip formation on the right side. Single back in the backfield is number 2, Keanu Palmer. Again, Stone Singletary is the quarterback. Porter comes in 2-2. Friendswood 1-3 in district. In the pistol is Singletary. Reeves off to his right side. Puts the belly in there for Reeves. Reeves nowhere to go. Right back to the line of scrimmage, 3rd down and 4.
Ruffino in on that. Caleb Allen on that. Number 30, Colin Bobb, and Jacob Molina, 97. Lots of Mustangs in on those plays.
6:30 left here in the first quarter. Fast-moving clock here in the first quarters. Both teams really satisfied with a little grounded out. Friends with several completions, but the completions kept that clock running. And we already halfway through quarter 1. One drive for Friendswood came up empty. This is the first drive of the game for the Porter Spartans. 3rd down and 4. Need to get to the 35-yard line. Secondary blitz. Pass is incomplete. Great play that time. Looked like, was that Osby?
It does look like number 1. Yes, sir.
Jalen Osby had to come back. Receiver had the ball in his hands. Osby blew it up. So a beautiful play by Jalen. It's going to bring up a 4th and 4. And looks like Porter will bring their punting unit on with 6:02 left here in the first. Clock stop.
And I'm questioning, has Osby been playing DB? Because he's listed as a wide receiver. I don't remember him playing defensive back, which he's done a great job the first quarter here.
Sure,
but
for sure. I'd have to go back and look at some of that. You're right. Little short pooch kick, hits at the 20, takes a Spartan bounce right about the 18-yard line of Friendswood is where they'll start drive number 2.
Well, the defense lets a few plays go, but they end up stopping and holding Porter. 5:52, as you say, in the first quarter. The Mustang offense is back on the field here, and the defense has done their job. Looking good again tonight, as we said, in the blue tops, the white pants with the blue stripe, and the white stripes across the shoulder for the Mustangs, and Porter's in there all white with red helmets and numbers. Here again, a gorgeous night at Henry Winston Stadium. Appreciate everybody checking us out and listening in. And there it is. Donna Nelson says, hi, fellas. Checking in, and go Mustangs. So glad to have Miss Nelson on the show and other people that are listening. We appreciate you guys checking us out. First little play, little Walker Winters on the carry to the far side. Going to give him about 4 yards. Mustangs putting the ball down again and running quick. Still got Butler back there. You got double receivers here on the near side. Hand off, nothing doing, breaks the tackle or two, breaks the middle, cuts another one, breaks another tackle, and gets up past a first down. Great job. Nice running, way to see the lanes for Walker Winters.
We have our George Lindsay listening in from Virginia this evening. Virginia.
Right. We are
it's for lovers. I hope I said that right.
That's their motto.
1st and 10 Mustangs. Back to pass. Butler caught. That's Mickey. Got enough for a first down to the 45, 46-yard line.
Man, I don't want to say it's too soon, but, man, Butler looks sharp, doesn't he? He looks really sharp. I think he's only had one incomplete pass. He's looking good. He's slinging the ball over the place, hitting those quick skill guys. He's looking good. Let's hope he stays that way. Good job, Mikey Butler.
Another pass. Complete. Oh, another whistle, though. Imagine it's going to be another false start for the Mustangs. Yep. There's the signal. It is a false start. Mustangs racked up 4 penalties already here in the first quarter.
Yeah, we mentioned those, how that can be a killer. You really can't game plan for those because you hope you don't have any. But 4 in the first quarter doesn't bode well. But, again, Mustangs kind of going with the quick set, trying to get it out there fast. So their skill guys doing a good job of that and seeing what happens after they catch it. Those yards after they catch are so important. It's going to kick us all the way back to a first and about 15.
Handoff middle. Winters to the 49-yard line.
Can y'all?
Oh, Jacob, I got a quick. Nice.
Can y'all?
Well, we got you, Jacob. How are we doing down there?
Hey, I'm doing all right.
Gotcha. I know we're always working through this with Jacob. Jacob works hard for us. I got a feeling we're going to hear Jacob here in the booth with us in a little bit as Butler rolls out and gets dropped for a loss. Yeah, Jacob, we're going to have you come on up and visit with us here. Why not? You can hear us on that. So we're sorry that that's not working, but we want to hear you. So let's come on up here and we'll get you on the mic right here, just like we did last week.
Got twins for the Mustangs taking their time. I'm sorry, go ahead,
No,
Kirk.
you're actually saying it's 3rd and 11, 3:36 left here in the first quarter. Clock rolling. Mustangs ball on their own 45-yard line, left hash, doubles formation. Winters offset Butler, going to try to keep it. 3rd and 10, Coach, he gets, gosh, he got 7 on that. It's going to bring up, it was 3rd and 11, excuse me. 4th and 4 inside Porter territory at the 48-yard line.
I'm making a statement. I'm going right here.
Absolutely.
I'm going to say heck with it. Let's just go. If we can't get 4, get a play. I'm sure the playbook is huge, but you can get 4 yards on. Butler's playing good.
Ooh, got a BB out wide. Mickey in the slot. Lee alone on his. Oh, there's your
There it
offsides.
is.
Hard
Freebie.
count, free play. Butler unloads, looking for Mickey.
And a PI.
maybe a PI.
Thank you.
There's the flag.
Now you got your pick.
I'm going to go with the PI.
It's not a spot foul like in the pros,
No.
but it is going to give me the
A lot better than offsides.
yeah, it's going to be more than the 5 yards, so we'll take that. That's a smart move by Mickey and them. They see it, free play, take off deep, Butler throw it up there, see what happens.
Man.
Absolutely
Boy.
smart.
Well, if you're the D-line coach for Porter, you got to be pulling what little hair you have out because that's the third offsides the ball game in the first quarter.
Now, why are you judging? He doesn't. Hey, you don't know if he has hair.
I don't see a lot of hair on that sideline. I'm just going to go off that.
He might be follically challenged.
Very well. Maybe he's up here in the booth. He's one of those guys. Oh, yep. Either way, he ain't happy. 2:47 left here in the first quarter, 0-0. Mustangs are going to get a free play and a first down. Again, they had the offsides. Good hard count. Got to imagine we're going to keep seeing that a lot until Porter begins to hold their water a little bit.
Yeah, until they adjust to it. Absolutely. Take what you can get with 2:47 left in the first quarter.
Ball's on the Porter 33-yard line. Mustangs moving again. Trip formation. Abibi wasn't set. Abibi was not set. And they throw the flag. We're going to bring this one back.
Yep.
Goodness, Crows. That's 5 penalties on Friendswood. Porter's at least had 3. Well, 4 because they had 2 on that last play. We've had 9 to 10 penalties in the first 10 minutes of play.
Yeah, we mentioned that in the pregame. That's not going to be the recipe for success, and you're right. BB's still moving forward, a legal shift on that, and something he's got to fix that. We got to get that H back where it's an important spot. He's had some big catches, a couple good catches last week, and I know he blocks well. Just got to stay set.
Trip formation left side, BB in tight, handoff, Winters, right side, got some room, 35-30, 25, good gosh, there he runs down to the 22-yard line. That's enough for a Mustang first down. Walker Winters.
He just runs hard, doesn't he?
He sure
He
does.
just runs. I've never seen him step out of bounds either.
Oh, we'll give it to him again, 20,
Put your head
15,
down, young
boy,
man.
there it goes. Gets 8 on that, inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line of Porter. Clock rolling, just over 2 minutes left here in the first quarter, 0-0, but Mustangs driving yet again. Pass. Oh, in and out of the hands of Mickey, just overthrew him.
Yeah, he tried to release just a little quicker than I think, or he wanted to release quicker than he was
Yeah.
able to get out there for that one. I like that play call here, which I'd really need to come home with 6 right here. We don't need to settle for 3. Try to get 6 on this.
Oh, offsides again. That is the 4th. If they
And he fell
pass,
down.
wide open, caught.
Yep.
Garrett Mickey. How is he that wide open at the end zone, Coach?
Well, the DB, number 20, slid over thinking maybe that Butler was going to run, and then when he saw him tip back, he slid kind of on the G, and the Mustangs in the end zone couldn't get back. Pass right there to Mickey, touchdown.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, though, that would have been it was still the 5th offsides here in the first quarter for the Porter Spartans.
I don't know if they saw tape. They wanted to kind of maybe jump the snap count. I'm not sure what they've seen, but whatever they do, they need to correct that.
Runner Wilson's kick is up, and it is good. 7-0 Mustangs here, homecoming 2024. 1:58 left here in the first quarter. Mustangs offense has had 2 solid drives, but come away with only 7.
Yeah, they'll keep on pushing and doing what they're doing. Again, I like the play call, and it's not any kind of same thing. It's just getting those skilled guys, get them out there, not slinging it by Butler, and you get a little running by Butler as well. Then, of course, you got Walker Winters, number 22, getting out there as well. So, looking good right now. Here's what I want you to explain to me, though, Kirk. I am not from Texas, as everyone listening knows. I'm a Tennessee boy. What's up with the mums, man? I don't get it. I just don't understand. So they light up. They shoot sparkles off of them. I don't know what the deal is. I don't get it. Help me out.
Everything's bigger in Texas. Period. Period.
Well, if you have something and we have nothing, that obviously means bigger.
Because there's a lot of things we have that y'all probably don't have.
Well, you're welcome, because for us, that's why. So you're welcome.
And I'm not even a fan of the mums. It is a little ridiculous. Kick return down to 5-10.
Nice coverage.
Did not get past the 10. Looked like Sindelar in there first.
Absolutely.
Coach, and here's what I see Mikey Butler bringing that Brister, because he's a sophomore, just didn't quite have. And it's just a little bit of a fire. You can see the confidence level's huge for Mikey Butler. He's been itching to get in. Coach, last week, no reason to play.
Right.
and he was just tugging on Coach's jersey.
Yeah.
Hey, look, you're up 42-0, but relax.
Yeah.
And,
oh no.
And he does had no business. There's no reason. That's just a competitor. And
Yeah.
That's what you want leading your team.
Sure, absolutely. You know, Brister played phenomenal last week.
Absolutely
as I mentioned
he
earlier.
did.
He did. But anytime you get your senior leader back in the game, whether it's Winters at running back or Mikey, whatever, it's a good thing. So, another great defensive push by the D-line of the Mustangs. My goodness, they're just swarming them. That is 26. Collins in on that play. Great job there, Connor. And Jacob Molina was right behind him. And the D-line of Mustangs absolutely blew that O-line up.
2nd down and 12 now for the Mustangs.
At that front D-line, you got Kreitz, number 18. And I always say I feel like I'm saying his name wrong, and I apologize for that. He's in there at that D-end spot. Caleb Allen's kind of moved up to the kind of an upside linebacker. So
Back to pass, Stone, caught 15, down the 16-yard line is all he's going to go. So it'll be a 3rd down now and 5. Big 3rd down really for Porter, the way Friendswood's been moving the football, Coach, because if they don't come up with anything here, have to punt, give Friendswood good field position. You know, I just think in a game like this, a couple score lead is going to be big.
Oh, yeah. Based on the punt we saw last from Porter, it only traveled about 25 yards. That would give Friendswood right at midfield here. It would end up this first quarter going into the second. Be a great way for Friendswood to throw another 6 or 7 on the board, get a nice, quick, commanding lead. I see you, Mr. Merritt, commenting. I see you.
Oh, pressure. Singletary still rolling and brought down for the sack to the 15-yard line.
18, Kreitz again on that. He was relentless and would not give up on that. Bob in there, number 30 as well. Going to be 4th down for Porter. Great job dialing that up there. Coach Griff calling that defensive front to get in there and make some noise.
Of course, we have a 3rd member in the booth now. Jacob, can you hear us now?
Hey, I can hear y'all great. Can y'all hear me now?
We hear you, brother.
Amazing.
Oh, man, am I happy to be up here.
Well, it's been a year with the crowd, with the on-field mic, and, you know, it's just technology, not our strong suit.
Right.
Well, let me speak for myself. Not my strong suit. I'm not from Tennessee.
Hey.
You know, the land of the microchip. It ain't for lovers. So the first quarter is over. Mustangs on top. 7-0 is our score.
Look what I got to deal with up here.
Hey,
I even coached your daughter. I
know, right?
I was good to LL. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
my
you-
goodness.
And this is how he repays you.
And
I
this is
know,
how
right?
he repays me.
We're just having a good time. When Friends was leading, we're a little looser.
Yeah, a
right
little
here.
more loose. Yes,
For
yes.
sure.
Yes. Tracy and you even had shirts that said LL's mom and LL's dad. That's how,
yes.
you know, that's how much dedication you had to the program back then. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. You know, here's a sobering thought, and those of y'all who know me for a while know this is my son's 10th anniversary.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
10-year reunion.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, 10 years ago this night is when they played Clear Springs, won homecoming. He was escorted the homecoming queen, so he said he was the homecoming king.
Oh, well, of course.
That's not actually
That-
an official title for Friendswood.
Hey, by association, I would say that as
Oh,
well.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Punt, almost blocked.
and he-
That is a booming kick. Goes to the 45,
And there's a flag
rolls
down.
out of bounds at the 44, but there is a flag back by the punter. Did we?
Bob ran
I'm
into
wondering
him.
if we clipped him.
He
Yeah.
ran right into him.
Oh, yes.
He did.
Sure did.
And, you know, that's unfortunate because, I mean, you know, you get in there, you're trying to make the block, and sometimes
Yeah.
you run straight into the punter, and unfortunately that's what happened right there.
Waiting for the official call.
Coach still trying to figure out what they're going to do here. If it's just, well, they're
I'm not sure if this is going to get tacked on to the end of the return, or is it going to apply to where?
well. Then if that's the case, then they didn't hit the punter. So but the flag was back there.
Right.
Well, we still haven't had a signal.
Yeah,
Officials are all running all over the field, different directions. Ball is being spotted.
Still don't
Actually, still talking about it. So
They're declined it.
they declined. It was
Okay.
It would have been
Okay.
a 5-yard penalty. They needed 8, so they just said we'll take the kick
Take the kick.
versus kicking it again and have an opportunity to get it blocked.
Yeah, because that was a good kick. You said he boomed it all the way down
Yeah.
to the Mustang 43-yard line. So, yeah.
So Mustangs ball up 7-0, 11:52. Just started the second quarter. Trip formation right side. Looks like Bateman now in the game, and it is Trip Bateman. Well, I'll tell you what, the one thing that's hard to tell with those two guys, him and Winters, is they run the same. They just run hard.
Oh,
Yeah, both of them do.
I mean, they just put their shoulders down and go.
1st and 10, Bateman. Beautiful run that time for Tripp. 1st and 10 now in Porter territory at the Porter 44-yard line. Handoff again, Bateman. Right side, nice cut. 35, 30, still running 25. Man, he is steamrolling there. He had about a 2-yard gain, made a little, almost like a Barry Sanders type cut. Jacob, I'll explain who that is later. And then kept on going.
What? They played football before 2000?
Right. Ball's on the 22-yard line now. Pass caught Jerami. And that gets right to the sticks. It is another first down. Friendswood's offense is just clicking right now. Ball's down to the 12-yard line.
And it looks like they're just giving the receivers the little 7-yard or 5-yard in. Mikey's just going to take advantage of that and get to those skill guys. They're going to give it to you. Might as well take advantage of it. So see how the play calling goes here as we get on the first
Single
down.
receiver to both sides. Jackson Lee wide on the right. It's going to be a Butler keep. Nowheres to go. Got about a yard. No, they give him 2 yards on that. So he got to the 11. 2nd down and goal. They can get a first down. You need to get inside the 2.
Quick little quarterback change. Butler coming down and Brister coming
Brister's
in.
back. Brister's in the game now. Butler's fine. Just jogs off.
Oh, yeah. He's not hurt or anything.
Taking a breather. Josh Brister again. Last week, 17 of 19. Incredible ball game for that young sophomore. Walker Winters out. Brister on the keeper. Brister still running.
Bumbling,
Brister.
rumbling.
Oh,
just-
golly. Did not get in, but got the first, I believe.
Just short. And what a run right there by Brister.
Oh, my goodness. That's a big old pinball right there.
Sure
Yeah, a
is.
little spin move there.
He did get the first down, so it's 1st and goal now from right about the 2.5, 3-yard line is where he's going to be. Brister, keeper,
outside.
around the left side. This time, nobody touches him, and Brister for the score. Mustangs up 13-0, extra point pending, and that's 3 drives for Friendswood. All 3 either come up with a score or got into the red zone.
Right, absolutely. You know, and I think the game last week against Pasadena really helped out with this offense and let them kind of run their plays the way that they want to, and so they come into this week with a lot of confidence.
And it's good to see Brister come off and all the boys over there giving him a high
Yes,
five
for
and
sure.
pumping him up. They, got down there, got close, and used that big body of his. I know his mom and daddy, Randy and Marcia, are pretty excited for him getting some snaps here and there, and that's nice to see the future, what it holds. But again, we got to talk about Mikey. I'm just impressed the way he's played tonight. He doesn't look any hurts at all. His leg looks fine. He hadn't limped a bit, throwing that ball around. I think he's doing a good job. I wish Coach McKeel was here tonight doing the stats so we could see kind of what his stats will be. We don't have those, but we could probably find those out later. But, yeah, it looks good. The Mustang offense is just chugging right along.
Besides just a few penalties there, the first drive of that has been just outstanding. So 10:04 left. It's in the past. It's all in the past.
Right.
Yeah, don't say it.
Yep, all in the past.
We're done with that.
No, for sure. So 14-0 is the score. Mustangs on top. 10 minutes left here in the first half. Again, critical ball game tonight. The winner, well, Friendswood wins. They will be tied with Porter at 2-2. 2-3 in district, but they'll have the head-to-head, obviously.
Right.
If Friendswood loses tonight, Porter is in sole control of the 4th seed coming to this. Kickoff goes down 10, 15, 20, 25, sneaks somehow through there to the 27.
And Friendswood's got to win out if we're going to make the playoffs.
Yes, for
right?
sure. For sure. I mean, is it possible? Yes, maybe with certain things, but you don't want the scenario. You want to say we went out. We're in.
Right. In this very moment, we control our destiny.
100%. 100%. And right now, both sides of the ball act like they want this one greatly. 9:54 left here. Friendswood's defense is just not giving up much, and that's not surprising. We're kind of used to seeing that.
Not at all. Our defense has been the strong suit of this team thus far this year, and that's what we're seeing so far through this game right here.
Yeah.
And we really control the line of scrimmage on both sides. The O-line has done a phenomenal job tonight, and the D-line just giving so much pressure. So great job by those guys up front.
Two backs in the backfield again. This team can run some option. There we go. There it is.
There it is right there.
Outside run to the 30. Gets out to the 33. He did not want to get hit that time. He kind of gave him a little cold shoulder. Keanu Palmer said, nope, not today.
Yeah, Sindler's coming. He's like, I think I'm going to step out of bounds and not let number 7 clean my lunch.
Wow, yeah.
And Mason let him know about it, too.
Almost called him Keanu Reeves right there. Man's looking for a stunt double on that run. But Mr. Palmer said, no, thank you. So out of bounds it goes. Again, that's going to be a second down now and 4 for the Spartans. Twin formations up top, single receiver to our right side. Two backs in the backfield. Go ahead, Jake.
I was going to say, I think we're going to see another option here, and we do.
Oh, yep. Brought down immediately. That's number 7, Jason Castro. Who got him first, Coach?
That would look like it was Kreitz 18 again.
Yeah,
He's been all over the place, hasn't
Kreitz
he?
having a nice game.
Yeah, he's having
sure.
a really nice game for sure.
So 3rd down and 4, another big 3rd down here for the Spartans. They have not had much success on 3rd down so far tonight for Friendswood. Another great opportunity here, keep them down their own field position, get a little punt return, something about nice, and put some more points on the board here before the first half is over. 9 minutes left here in this first half. Twins left side, single receiver right, pressure, little screen is incomplete.
And even if he caught that,
Oh, yeah.
Caleb Allen, he was right there. So great play right there by the Mustangs defense.
Yeah, front pressure again by those D-line. I've said it 3 or 4 times tonight. I mean, they've just played great, getting that pressure as soon as they snap. They're getting back in the backfield. It's going to force a 4th down, but great job by that front 3, man. They're doing a great job tonight.
Absolutely. Great job by the defensive line, and I also want to say great job by the offensive line. I've seen them put down some great blocks so far tonight.
Yeah.
I've been really impressed with what I've seen so far.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about Butler, the kind of game he's had in the runs, but again, you're right. Without the blocking up
Right.
front, none of that matters.
Absolutely.
4th down and 4 now for Porter. They will be punting this ball. Golly,
Decent.
young man can kick the ball. Went from his 25 to the other 24, still rolling.
There was a spiral on that kid.
There was a spiral.
Was that the same guy that kicked the first one?
Yeah.
Because the first one was only about 25 yards.
Oh, I thought the one before that. No, that kid's sitting on the bus.
Yeah.
Falling down 17.
These last 2 have been killer.
He's
That
over
kid
there
who
with his
kicked the
parents.
My goodness.
His mom's patting him on the head. So it's okay.
Yeah.
Kicking is not your thing.
We'll try again next
He picked
year.
up the oboe. He's now in the band.
Yes. That was a 16-30. That's a 51-yard punt right there.
Wow. And that was mostly airtime, too.
Yeah, it absolutely was. Incredible kick by that young man. Actually down to 16. So he goes, the ball was released from his 25. Friendswood's drive will start on their own 16-yard line. That's a nice weapon for Porter right there.
Yeah, definitely
Absolutely.
can flip the field.
Any colleges out there looking for a punter?
I was about to say, you might have one right here.
Call email Coach Jay Fritz.
I'll send him to Tennessee.
Yeah. I bet they're already on the horn. 1st and 10 now for the Mustangs. Ball's on their own 16-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield now. It's going to be a handoff around the left
Great cut.
end. Is that Mickey?
That is Mickey,
That
yes,
is Mickey,
sir.
Yeah, Mickey came in from that slot, lined up in the backfield, and that's Friendswood very similar to last game, get about 8 or 9 yards a pop so far tonight. Oh,
And that's all you need right there.
are we going back?
He's waving off the flag now.
Well,
He picked
Interesting
it up and waved it off.
Interesting display from the referees tonight, I'll tell you that much.
oh, absolutely. And well,
Oh,
if you're going to wave it off, you got to.
Well,
Well, now we're going to get a first down.
well, that should be the yardage that he had to begin with.
But it wasn't. They gave him 2 extra because he was 2 yards short of that.
wow.
So I'll take whatever that was. It was not a penalty. It was waved off. He got an 8-yard gain, and now it's a 1st and 10.
And they gave him 11.
And they give him. Here we go.
Okay.
Ball's on the 27 now. Quick strike, Jerami. Oh,
Nice.
oh, quickly brought down, but does make the catch though for a 7-yard gain. We'll take it.
And that's Jerami's bread and butter right there.
Yes.
Run out about 5 yards, turn around, the ball's already in his hands.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Butler put it right on the money. 8:25 and counting here. 2nd down and 4. Butler, little play fake.
Great block by
Long
Winters.
pass out there and it's caught.
And just like we're talking about, great blocking up front right
yeah,
there.
no, he had plenty of time.
Yeah,
That's a long pass across the field right there, but Mickey caught it.
It is. That front line of Friendswood is doing phenomenal tonight.
1st and 10 again for the Mustangs. Trip formation, left side handoff. Winters around the right, cuts back to the middle. 50, 45 to the 41-yard line goes Walker Winters. And that is enough, obviously, for another Mustang first down. inside Porter territory. Friendswood's offense is just
firing on all cylinders
man,
right
really
now.
are tonight.
Turning away, timeout going to be Porter there on the field. They need to get their defense a little breather as the Mustangs just running it down.
Oh, no kidding.
Coach Johnson's telling them, go faster, go quicker, getting them up there. So great job by the men in blue.
Appreciate everyone listening in this evening again, especially all the chatters. John Merritt, he's just sitting by his computer tonight, just hacking away, it looks like. Glad to have you, John.
Well, the boys aren't home. Maybe his wife is doing something else, so he's just sitting there listening to us.
He's just getting ready for the UT game. This is warm-up right here. This is his pregame.
There
You
go.
mentioned UT.
No, it's on me.
Man,
Did you happen to
Kirk.
see Tennessee last week? Beat, you might have heard of him. How do you say it?
Coach, it's not South Alabama. I don't care.
Wait, Tennessee played last weekend, Coach?
Of course they did.
Oh, okay.
Beat Alabama last week.
I never heard of them.
I mean,
Wow.
And
I
you
know-
talk about officials. Did you hear about that?
I did, and I'm sure Mr. Merritt does not want us to bring up UT right now, the other UT.
Yeah, well, they
TU.
lose to Georgia. Is that what I?
That's what
Welcome
happened. Here we
to
go,
SEC.
back to live action.
Brister's in there now.
Brister again, and Brister apparently is in there to do nothing but run the ball this evening, and he's got 3 runs, 3 hard runs, picks up 4 on that one. 38-yard line now of Porter. 7:40 left here in the first half. Brister, keeper,
Oh, stutter step.
around the left side. First down.
I was about to say, I was going to say that looked maybe a yard short, but with the way that the refs have been spotting this ball
Yeah.
tonight, I was like, you know what?
No, hey, it's one of those games. Just get it close.
Right.
Get it close for there. You know what they're going to do with Brister here as Butler comes back in, but I can see Brister coming back in, another play or two, running one, and then just a little play action and just popping one deep.
Oh, it would be wide open.
Yeah, Walker Winters.
Oh,
Speaking
my
of open,
gosh.
up the middle. Make a move, 25, 20, 10, 50. Oh, Dot, he's going to roll in there. Tackled by the 2. They give him a spot at the 2. Yep, right at the – well, where are they going to spot it? At the 4.
Naturally.
I mean, he got to the 2, bring it back to the 4. I actually thought his knee hit the 5. Either way.
I think they were making up for those extra yards that they gave him at the beginning of
That
the
could
drive.
be. Regardless, it's 1st and goal now for the Mustangs. Here we go. Butler is going to try to keep it
It's
right
actually
down.
Brister. Butler came
I'm
out.
sorry,
Yes,
Brister
sir.
is in there.
The 8 and 0 are hard to tell
They
apart.
really are. So Brister is in there. He gets dropped right back at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be a 2nd down and goal now.
Let me tell you, though, I was looking at the O-line with my binoculars on that last run by Winters. He could have picked his position
Yes.
where he wanted to go. They are absolutely making some lanes, or Winters got to pick and choose whichever one he wanted to drive his truck through. They're doing a great job. Man, those guys look good
Yep.
tonight.
Absolutely.
And there's a penalty against the Mustangs.
And that was a hold. So when you praise, sometimes it comes back to bite you.
Yep.
Sure does, but with the way that Friendswood's been moving the ball tonight,
yeah.
I'm not worried about it.
Butler back in the ball game now, so it'll be a 1st and goal from the 14-yard line.
And like you said earlier, Kirk, a play action right now would just take
No.
the top off.
There's the offsides.
I don't see
Butler, I don't see a flag though. Butler rolling to his right, throws in the back of the end zone.
just a little too high on that throw.
Out of the reach that time for looked like Lee. Is the flag there?
I'm not seeing one. I looked like.
Oh no, there it is.
Oh.
Well, they made the call.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it is on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's another offsides. That's 6 offsides tonight through the first half for Porter. I'm keeping that tally.
That might be that's worse than my junior high team. They don't.
Oh my goodness.
My kids don't get offsides that much.
And number 18's got to have 3 of them just on him by himself.
Well, but they got the ball on the 14. They just waved it off.
What?
I don't know.
They call. I mean, we saw the call,
Yeah, we saw the call.
We saw the
and then-
call. No flag was thrown.
but it's still 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 14. That never happened. They men in blacked us.
Oh my
Butler,
goodness.
All the time in the
Butler's
world.
all day. He's been back there for 8 seconds, and now he is dropped for a loss back at the 30. He had a tremendous amount of time, but there was nobody open.
I wish we could really play that, Kirk. I'm sorry. So the
saw
3
that.
linemen came down. All the 5 offensive linemen of Mustangs pancaked those guys to the ground.
Yeah.
And our linemen were able to stand up
Yeah.
over the top of the 3 down linemen. And I think they were like, what do I do now? It happened such a weird.
But the coverage in the secondary was so strong
Yeah,
that Butler had nowhere to go. It's 3rd Oh, we got
flag.
another flag. Oh, we got
It's going to be a false
they're
start.
calling a false start.
Mickey got a little,
Jerami was clapping lights against
yeah.
Porter, but it is 3rd and goal from the 34-yard line.
You know, and at this point, you're just trying to get yards back to kick a field goal.
God, absolutely. I know Coach Johnson's just got to be.
He's got to be beside himself. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And they almost jumped off sides right
I know
there.
that. I know. Here we go. 5:30 and counting. Friendswood was 4 yards away from 6. Now we're 34 yards away from 6. Winters offset to Butler's right side. Butler passing out. That's caught at the 25-yard line. I believe that's Jack. No, I'm sorry. That's Garrett Mickey. 5 and 6 get me sometimes. They're going to spot him at the 26-yard line. That's going to be
about a
42,
43-yard.
yeah, 42, 43-yard field goal.
I don't know what we're going to do here. Let's see. It's 4th and goal.
I mean, you know.
You got to score a touchdown here.
Right.
I'm going for it.
Might as well. You know, a 43-yarder, that's an NFL field goal at that
They're
point.
going for it. First of all, you can see if they can draw them off sides, maybe 2 or 3 in a row.
Going to run freeze here.
Yes, absolutely.
7 times in a row.
Johnson going to call a timeout, and he does kind of get this. I don't see any reason why you don't try to draw them off sides the way it's been going tonight. And you're right. A missed field goal gives them the ball.
At the same spot
Right.
as if you throw an incomplete pass right here. So, you know, at worst, you complete a pass downfield. You don't get the first down.
Yeah.
But the ball is still closer to Porter's end zone than if you were to have attempted the field goal.
No, I agree. I think. And we got a good kicker. 43, 44, that's a tough one.
It's tough, you know.
And we are going to kick the field goal.
Well, let's see
It's going to be, he's lined up at the 34. It's going to be a 44-yard boot right here for Ronan Wilson. It's going to be on the right hash.
And if I were Porter, I'd have a man back to try to. Okay,
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Yes, they are.
Well,
He's not sure. Now he's going. Yeah.
Here we go. Ball is snap.
hold is good.
It is
He's got
good.
the leg.
Kick is up. It is.
Oh,
It hit the
man.
upright on the right side.
Wow.
Had the distance. Oh, a great effort.
Absolutely. It had the leg. Just
Oh, yes. Well, what I like about that, though, is now you know, again, like you said, the leg's there.
Absolutely. And I like Johnson's confidence in his kicker.
Absolutely. You know what? It may come down to that at the end of a ball game that you need, and Wilson knows, hey, I've got the distance.
Right.
And that was barely
Just-
off to the right.
I mean, just 3 inches to the left, and that's a made field goal right there. So,
So Friendswood's defense back on the field. Friendswood's defense, as much we just kind of praised the offense all night, because let's be honest.
Oh, yeah.
They've been
Defense has
stout.
just stifled them, just shut them down so far this evening. 2 backs in the backfield. Here comes some pressure on the left side.
here comes that option.
Oh, there's that option pitch. Outside to the 30, blown up.
Number 3, Nicholas Ruffino coming up and
My
making
goodness.
the play. Then Sindler come on the backside and smoking that guy. So
Oh, Kiana again. That's why he ran out of bounds earlier. He is getting stung.
Absolutely. I mean, you get hit by 3 different guys to make 1 tackle.
Yeah.
I'd be running out of bounds, too, I think.
Friendswood's defense has that down pat. It's so funny. I was talking to Coach Johnson this morning, talking about the defensive scout or the offensive scout. You got to scout for the triple option. You got to set up this, that, all these things. Defense, they're just playing solid defense
They
right
are.
now.
They're just
looking
doing
really
their
good.
thing.
Under 4 minutes left here in the first half. Mustangs on top 14-0. Looks like blitz again from Caleb Allen. Push it to the outside of the left. Nowhere to go. And Keanu is dropped.
was the ball down?
Well, they're saying it was down. Friendswood picked it up and scored.
Yeah,
Sindelar,
Sindler picked it up.
Mr. Scintillating, but it is not going to count. They're going to say the runner was down right at the sticks, about the 28-yard line.
Reminiscent of a what?
Little Justin Lowe back
Justin
in the day.
Lowe back in the day, picking it up, picture in the paper.
And a homecoming affair against Clear Springs. What a battle that was that night.
Oh, yeah.
That was Clear Springs' first time they'd ever been shut out in their school history. I remember that was a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Back then. 3rd and 10 now for the Spartans. Singleton's back to pass. Stone is flushed out. Back to his own 20. Now he's going to throw across.
Oh, it picked off.
Yeah, it was picked off.
That was Nicholas Ruffino, number 3.
Ruffino with the pick.
Yes, sir.
And I mean, way to be at the
There's a
Oh,
late
come
flag.
on.
For what? Celebrating?
Come on, Red.
Right in front of Coach Johnson. I mean, he was celebrating with Coach Johnson.
Oh, Coach Johnson is not happy, and I don't blame him.
That's what that call is. That is.
Unbelievable.
They're kids, man. They're 18-year-old kids. Let them have some fun.
Kid just made a homecoming pick right there.
And he's supposed to shake Coach's hand and go back to the sideline. Come on.
Oh, wow.
I don't believe.
They can wipe this off. They can talk about it and wave it
Yeah,
off.
for
Come
sure.
on now.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against
Wow.
the Mustangs. I don't know if that was against Ruffino or who, because there's a lot of guys celebrating there, but the Coach Johnson was right there with them. They were just excited. A young man is excited
Yes.
about getting a pick.
He didn't spike the ball. He threw the
No.
ball up in the air. He didn't like throw it on the ground or anything. You know, they used to call the NFL the no fun league. They wouldn't let him do any of that
I
type
was
of
just
stuff,
about
you
to
know.
say
So
that.
come on now. Well, he's a 18-year-old kid. Has he had a pick this first pick this season for Ruffino, isn't it?
Homecoming night.
Come on, man.
So,
Whatever.
Mustang ball at their own, the Porter 45-yard line, handoff, trip Bateman. Bateman still running. Bateman just, his feet don't stop. And he got, about 8 on that, down to the 36-yard line, 9 actually on that. So it's a second down. We're going to spot at the 37 now. Boy, the spot's been funky.
They sure have.
I mean, I'm sorry. That's just craziness right there. Twin formation right side, pass out, caught Jerami in the slot. It's enough for a first down. Yeah, he's down. Ball's on the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Mustangs.
It'd be interesting to see with the clock how quick to snap to release of the ball is on those throws, because it's going really, really quick.
Yeah.
Just boom, boom. Get them out quick to get those skills, guys. We've said it several times tonight. That'd be an interesting stat to look at.
Jerami now moves to the left side. Twin receivers, left side, single receiver up top.
There it is
Jerami
again.
caught slot. Going to be hit quickly and down, but they're going to give him 4 on that. Gets down to 26. No rush, though, for the Mustangs. No need to.
No,
Three
not
and
at
Jackson
all.
Lee are going at it, pushing and shoving. They ought to be throwing a flag on somebody.
Right.
And Jackson Lee wasn't involved in the play. That 3 pushed him first. You know what I may do right here? I may go for that short, quick out, pump it,
Yeah.
let the guy bite, and then take off and see what happens.
No, absolutely. I mean, I've been waiting for a play action or something like you just said, Coach, to take the lid off this defense.
Under 2 minutes now. Again, Mustangs are in no hurry at all.
What are we doing with the ball
Well,
back?
and-
Which hash mark? Pick one, brother. If the ball's on this side, it goes this. He walked it all the way to that far hash mark and then brought it all the way back over here.
Yeah, the officiating crew, I don't even
I'm
know.
not sure what they're doing.
Ball's on the 26-yard line, though, left high, 2nd and 6. 1:49 left here in the first half. Mustangs like to score with about no time on the clock because Porter does get the ball back at the start of the second half. Bateman, left side, gets about a yard or two. He's going to be brought down to the 24-yard line. Got a Porter player down. So they're going to stop the clock at 1:31. There'll be a 3rd and about 4 for the Mustangs here. Already up 14-0.
And even if they don't get it here, I think you try the field goal again.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Get some points. Give Wilson that confidence.
Right.
He should have. I mean, honestly, he should have pretty good confidence after that last one.
Absolutely.
That was a boot.
Yes, it was.
And as you mentioned, you never know when you might need him in that situation. Go ahead and give him the confidence here so we get you a chance to knock that thing through and lift the spirits up here. 131 in this first half. The Porter man is still down. You know, we finished up the season at the junior high. None of us were playing for the championship, unfortunately, but we had a really good year. Several parents and other people on the board that came up. We split those B teams into 2 teams to give those kids lots of snaps this year. We had 2 B teams playing instead of having 75 guys on one team, which we would have had. We had 65 last year, me and Coach McKeel and Coach Cole. We had 2 B teams with about 35, 37 guys on the team. Went 2 deep all the way through. Everybody got a lot of snaps, learned a lot. Hopefully get some numbers, and that's really what we're trying to do is pump those numbers up and give those kids some good experiences. And we really had a good year there at the junior high, and it was a lot of fun getting it, and the weather kind of helped us out as the Porter man gets up kind of walking off on his own gingerly. But we had a good year, and it was a lot of fun. And, you know, when you got good kids, it's just more fun to coach. Yeah. You know, we had really good kids. I enjoyed being around them and everything else. So it's a good year for the junior high program over and all.
Coach, it won't be long before you see him right here.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't take long, does it?
Yeah, if I'm still here. I'm getting old, Coach. You know what I mean?
Oh, Coach, don't say that. Don't say that. We're nothing but positive right here. Oh, yeah, that Porter player's still walking off. Just a quick reminder, next Friday we are back here, the last home game of the regular season, as we will take on Kingwood Park. And then that next weekend, that next Saturday, we will be in Fort Bend playing Kentner for what should be, hopefully, the last game of the regular season before the playoffs start. Butler on the keeper. I'm sorry, is that Brister?
I believe that's Butler.
I think that is
I
Butler.
think it is Butler.
Yeah, that's 0 and 8.
Yeah, hopefully
He
that. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, hopefully at that Kempner game, we'll be talking about a Mustang win, getting us into the playoffs.
Yeah, who we're matched up with and all that, what we're calling that next game from. That was Butler. It's enough for a first down. Hands off Bateman. Bateman goes right, then cuts it back to the middle. Going to be short, about 3 yards on that. Second down and 7, and the Mustangs are going to call a timeout. I think we have one more left. I don't see any on the scoreboard, but I think we still have one left.
I believe you're right.
1:04 left here in the first half. Mustangs in control, 14-0. Looking to get a few more points here on the board before this first half is done. We will have the homecoming festivities. Band is coming on the field.
Now they put the timeouts on the board. Spartans have 2, Mustangs have 1. They must have heard you.
I think they heard you, Kirk, yeah.
I love it. I appreciate all y'all listen, especially the guys next door in the booth. Oh, man. So, yeah, we'll have the homecoming festivities. You guys can hear that as well as the bands from Friendswood. I don't see oh, no, I'm sorry. There's
I was looking for their suits, but.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to tell who's. I assume that's the Spartan band over there in the back corner. But regardless, it ain't halftime. 1:04 left here. Butler back to pass. Got a man out of the
Beautiful.
backfield. Walker
Beautiful.
Winters. Little wheel route. Little 6. 20-0. Mustangs.
Yeah, and Porter brought pressure up the middle right there, which let Winters get wide open on that wheel route and just practically walk into the end zone right there.
That might have been the easiest pass of the night for Mikey Butler. And, boy, Winters, nice 20 for the Stangs with the extra point penalty for Wilson.
And this Porter defense has been bringing a lot of pressure all night. And the Mustangs O-line has done a great job of picking up blitzes. Yeah. And I've seen several times where Porter's brought 6 and the Mustangs 5 are able to stop them. So, I mean, beautiful job by this offensive line.
And I think, Jacob, to that point, I think Porter is sometimes blitzing themselves out of position, too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like that play right there.
Right. That linebacker that came through the middle, if you put him in coverage, maybe that play doesn't happen.
I mean, that's your man. Your Winters comes out of the backfield. That's who you pick up.
Right.
Instead, he's blitzing. He gets caught.
Right.
So he's got plenty of time and nice little pitch and catch. And we're up 21-0 under a minute left. Well,
that is the biggest mum I've ever seen.
Wow.
The girl can barely walk.
Yeah, I think they need to get her neck checked out. That is,
she might need to see a chiropractor over this is all over.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
You think she has 2 dates? Like, is that 2 months? Or is that
I don't know. She may be doing.
Gotta be.
She may be doing squats after this. It is Squat-tober.
I think
I've heard.
Yes, it is.
I've heard
that too.
Yeah, I heard that from Coach Bam there at the the varsity assistant baseball coach here. He said it was Squat-tober is what he told me. But no, what a great play call too by OC there, Friendswood. That was one of those things you're like, listen, I think they're going to bring pressure here. We're going to send a guy out in the flats. If nobody's home, it's 6. If he's home, maybe he can juke one guy and still get in. But a great job play calling there as the Mustangs are jumping on it.
And let's say, I think you said before the game, Mustang defense hadn't been scored on in 6 quarters.
I think it's 6 quarters. I can go back and look.
We're going on quarter number 8 now.
And the kick is dropped.
Oh, nice. Back to his own goal line, picks it up to 5 to the 9-yard line is where he's going to get. With 53 seconds left here in the first half. And regardless of the quarter situation, 7, 8, however many shutouts in a row, Friendswood defense is playing stellar ball tonight. We've seen some great games. Mm-hmm. This has got to rank near one of the top.
Absolutely. Last week was a great showing by both sides of the ball, but I'm more impressed with this week. This first half has been beautiful. I'm loving everything that I'm seeing right now.
No, absolutely. They're just playing. They're in position. When we do blitz, it's the right call, the right time.
We've gotten home on our blitzes so far.
Yes, for sure. So we'll see what Porter does here with 2 timeouts remaining, but there are a long ways to go, and see if they're going to be conservative just to run this thing out. Handoff left side. He's going to be brought. Oh, he almost got back to the end zone. He is going to be tackled for a loss, though, back at the 3. He tiptoed the end zone.
Yes.
And the further he went, the better angles the Mustangs took on that one.
Absolutely, yeah. For a second there, I thought that might be a safety. I mean, just barely tippy-toed out of the end zone right there.
So timeout on the field by the Mustangs. I like it.
I like that call as well.
Because, I mean, now you got a chance to get a safety right here. Ball's on the 3. I mean, if I'm Porter, Jacob, I think I'm just going to run up the middle.
That or I'm going to have my quarterback stand on the goal line, take a knee, and get out of here before we give up 2 points before the half.
Yeah.
I wouldn't try. A pass wouldn't even cross my mind right
now.
No,
not in this position, especially you just threw a pick the last time you threw one.
Right.
Looking quickly back at the Angleton game, Friendswood got scored on in the third quarter, so they got no score on the fourth quarter and the second quarter. Last week, no scored on at all, so that's 7 quarters plus these 2. So they only scored on 1 time in the last, was at 9 quarters. Yeah. So not a bad job.
Ooh, no, not at all. Not at all. I'm sure Coach Griff's well aware of that, too.
Yes, I'm sure he is.
Here we go. 2nd and 17. Ball's on the Porter 3-yard line. They have got to get out of the end zone.
Right.
Quarterback is standing about a yard deep. Bring the pressure. He's going to run up the middle. Oh, he made some running room. Going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe pass it a yard or 2. That's all he wanted to do. Just get positive.
Right. Get your back off the goal line and make sure that we don't go into this half giving up a safety.
3rd down and 7 now for the Spartans, and I don't even know if they're going to.
I wouldn't run another play.
Snap the ball. We'll see what they do.
Yeah, the referee is winding that thing. He was trying to get that thing wound up quickly and get this half over.
And that is going to do it for the first half. It is Mustangs 21, the Porter Spartans 0. Mustangs pitching the shutout, looking good so far this evening. We got a second half coming up. We'll leave it here so you can hear the halftime festivities, but we'll be back here in about 25 minutes for half number 2.
Or whatever, right? I don't know. But you need to kick back the gym. Okay. Okay, well, yeah, bro. So, like, man, they say how many things you do that.
And welcome back in. It is second half kickoff time. The homecoming festivities are complete. Coach Frisch, do you have anything to report from the homecoming halftime festivities?
What a great scene with a lot of those young ladies. I had the pleasure to be a part of their lives at the junior high and coach them. It was a lot of fun. Just with Daisy Harris and Grace Eggert and all the girls there and the escorts. A lot of fun here at the homecoming. It just builds memories, right? That's what it's all about. Build some high school memories, and good to see Grace Eggert winning homecoming queen. She will serve the role well, I'm sure. And of course, Jay Foster's last year's queen coming back, so it's good to see all that and everybody involved. This is a good time. I believe this is my wife's. Should I say the number? Nope.
I would advise against that, Coach.
It's been a couple years. It's been a minute. Put it that way.
Let me say this. If it's your wife's been a while, I'm glad it's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
We'd have a whole other issue.
I'd be a little worried,
yeah, for sure. But yeah, she's gotten some emails and things like that. They were doing some different things. So it's just a fun chance to come back and see all the people there and, see the kids. And I got to go down and see two of my son's best friends, JT Rohr and Nate. It was good to see them. So Nate McAndrews. Anyway, it's just good to be around the kids. It's good to see them. So here we go.
Here we go. It is 24 minutes left here in this ball game, and it has been all Friendswood Mustangs. The Mustang defense, we just pumped up the offense, and really they didn't have a bad drive the first half. Matter of fact, we've had no punts, correct?
I believe you're correct. Yeah.
We have no punts. We've either gone for it or tried the field goal.
Yeah, and just that one field goal blocked, the very first one. Other than that, it's just been a steady dose of offense. But all that being said, though, my point was really to get back to the defense.
Yeah.
The defense has just shut Porter down. Now, Porter has been in Friendswood territory briefly, but not very deep.
Yeah, not very deep at all. The field position hasn't been very good for them. Friendswood has had pretty good position, except for that one booming kick that they flipped the field on. But Porter will get the ball here first half, and let's see if the defense can hold tight.
So for Porter, there's no doubt this drive right here is so important. They got to get a little bit of momentum. The kick goes to the 10-yard line, right back to the 15, 20, run out of bounds at the 22-yard line. It's where Porter will start their first drive here in the second half. And not really sure what Porter offensively is really trying to get done.
I don't either. I don't really know what their identity is. Are they an option team? Are they trying to spread the ball? We don't really know. They haven't been able to get much going, so we'll see what they do right here. But I'm with you, Kirk. I don't know.
Yeah, they're just trying a little bit of everything to see what works, and so far the answer is nothing.
That would be nada.
Absolutely.
Whatever language.
Indeed. So here we go. Just underway here in the second half. Mustangs on top 21-0. I'll check the other scores here briefly as we're still waiting to get this thing going here.
And our apologies. Coach McKeel is out of town, so I do not have any stats to report. I apologize for that.
And it's a shame because they'd be good.
They would be good. Quarterback keeper on that. That's Stone Singletary. What a great name.
Stone Singletary. Yeah,
that's just Hollywood written all over it. Stone Singletary.
Football name right there.
For sure. Going to be about a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
Now, where are you getting these numbers from, Kirk? Because we just determined earlier Dave Campbell was not the most reliable.
So, don't hold me to any of these. Okay, but hang tight. We're going to do a play here, and then I'm going to tell you a score, which I know some of y'all are not going to believe. Twin formation, left side, single receiver up top to the right. Pitch. There, it's outside 30. Not to the first down. Quarterback did a good job that time.
I mean, he really kept it to the very, very last second right there.
For sure.
But he's getting up a little gingerly on that.
He sure is.
Which is not what Porter would like to see.
So in the game of the night in the district, it's LaPorte playing Crosby. Halftime, LaPorte's up 17-0. That one surprised me a little bit. I would have Crosby on that one, but regardless, great game right there. I'll give you another score here in just a second. One that will not surprise you. Twin formation left side, single receiver again up top. And again, I'm just curious to see what Porter's going to do to try to establish. I would think you stick with something. Let's get some momentum and just run with it.
And that looked like a false start by one of those backs right there. But
Singletary's running for his life. He's got a first down. There's a flag.
Late flag on the opposite side of the field.
Yeah. Holding maybe on the side? That's weird.
I can't think of what. Yeah, if that's not holding, I can't think of what that could be.
Well, Singletary does get a first if the play stands. He was run out of bounds on the 43-yard line.
Before you give us the score, tell me who it is. It's Angleton and somebody.
Is it
Kempner?
Okay, Angleton and Kempner. They said at the half?
It's a final.
It's a final.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Early game.
I'm going to go
I like this game.
I'm going to go 64 to nothing.
Okay, 64-0.
I was going to say 56-0.
Final score 59-6.
Ooh.
Y'all both right there. Very good. Oh, by the way,
close.
Angleton was 59.
Well,
okay.
Okay.
Threw me off there.
Yeah.
I thought Kempner played it out of their minds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was a hole that we talked about on the complete opposite side of the field. Now, here's another score. It says final. Kingwood Park 41, Pasadena 7. The Pasadena Eagles got on the board tonight, but Kingwood Park.
You know, there's a silver lining for the Pasadena Eagles right there.
Absolutely. So those are the scores. That LaPorte-Crosby game, again, is the game of the night in district. Unless you're a Friendswood fan, then this is the game of the night, of course, which is what we think. So there's a timeout, though, on the field. That's very early timeout here in the second half by the Spartans.
Use them if you got them.
Yeah, you know, it's like sick days. They don't carry over.
Well, they don't. And again, this is a
Actually,
critical.
my sick days do carry over, just letting you know.
Well, some districts they do.
Just letting you know.
Must be nice, Coach.
It is actually now. So if they scored 7 points.
According to Dave Campbell's, they did.
So that means that for the year, Angleton has allowed 68 total points in 9 ball games for a whopping average of 7.5 points per game. 7.5.
Well, you're gonna win a lot of football games doing that.
And they have. I believe they are undefeated right on the
They
season.
are. I mean, 9-0. That's
Yeah.
Unless your offense is predicated on field goals, but theirs is not. So
Theirs is definitely not, for sure. They're definitely in our opinion, the top team of the district.
Sure.
After seeing all the others as well, so hopefully they'll come in the playoffs and have a nice run, represent the district well. Here, 3rd and 12, and I see why Porter calls a timeout right here because again, this is a critical drive. They've got to get something going here, and they're deep in their own territory. Fakes the handoff, setting the screen up. It is caught and dropped. No. Who was that on the?
Rafina was on that, not fooled at all.
Great play by Nick Rafino, yes. And if he does catch the ball, he's dropped for a loss.
Yeah.
4th and 12. And for the Spartans, again, that was a critical drive just to get anything, even just to get into Friendswood territory. They do not. And Friendswood should get the ball now. Again, we'll see what this punt does. So far tonight, it has been a weapon for the Spartans.
Almost blocked.
Oh, it does. Now, this is a good night. It's not as high as the others, but it does take a Porter roll, and that's going to go down to the 26-yard line of Friendswood. So, again, another solid punt.
I mean,
Porter.
You don't want your team highlights only being punts, though. You know.
No, there used to be years with Texans. That was their highlight.
Right.
There was Shane Leckler back in the day. Like, oh, thank God for Leckler. That's really all you had.
Oh, well, there was a couple games where the punter for Tennessee actually was the player of the game. That's really not what you want.
Yeah, that's not ideal right
on
there.
that. And that punt might have been returnable because it seemed like he got there quick, but there's really no need to take a chance for Jackson Lee to take a shot and tip it off his hands or something like that. Good call on his part. Just let it go because we got a big lead and he'll get a chance to play some offense here. So.
Again, Mustang offense really has yet to be tested tonight in every single drive. First play out, Butler caught Jerami, and that's been very typical of this offense. Just quick pitch and catch. Jerami, 13 yards or 12. There you go. First down.
Right. I mean, if I'm Coach Johnson and I see the Porters giving cushion to my receivers, I'm going to call that play all night.
Absolutely. Another strike. This one's short. Butler came out of his hand a little awkwardly at that time, looking for Jerami again. So that will bring up a 2nd down and 10 now. But even when we run the ball, we've been getting 7-8 a clip, it seems like, between Winters and Bateman tonight. So
right.
2nd down and 10. Going to pitch out to Winters.
Good cutback by Winters.
Sure did. Was out, got over the 40 to about the 41-yard line, 42. Always have to wait an extra 2.5 seconds for the spot.
Winter just runs hard. I've been super impressed with our backs. Winter just is a hard runner, and the way he takes care of the football, doesn't ever run out of bounds. He's going to lay a lick or two in to get a little shot out there.
3rd and 7 now for the Mustangs. One of the first third and longs of the game. Go ahead, Jake.
It looks like Porter's bringing pressure on this third down right here, and they don't mix it up. If what I see is correct, it looks like they're going to bring that middle linebacker right past the center, and he stays in coverage.
This time he does stay in coverage. Pass caught. Nice grab right there on the sideline from
That's Mickey, number
That's Mickey.
5. He's got
Mickey.
the shirt count. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah, he and Label. That's tight. Yeah, that shirt was tucked in pretty good there, but he does get the first down. Great catch right there from Mickey. He was just tiptoeing the sidelines into Porter territory. Oh, Trip Bateman got to the 40. There's another 8-yard run.
And thanks to a great block right there by Abibi in the backfield.
Yes.
To save that from being a loss, as a matter of fact.
Brister comes in the ball game now for Mikey Butler. Again, just started the second half here. 9 minutes left in the third quarter. Mustangs on top 21-0. Brister nowhere to go. And he's going to be shoved down after the whistle.
That's a little late right there, but
so
okay.
too. So
And Brister comes out after one play right here. In comes in Butler.
3rd and 5. Mustangs ball on the Porter 40-yard line.
So watch Abibi here. They've got him lined up at tight end.
I don't think we've targeted a BB tonight.
We have
I
not
don't
tonight.
believe
We
so.
have not.
And this would be a perfect time to sneak
Yeah.
him right up the seam.
Especially if that linebacker comes up.
Handoff. Winners. First down. Oh, that spot is not good.
Wow. I mean, the
That's
spotting by these refs has been questionable at best all night.
You see the official moves the ball back that full yard for the spot right there.
I mean, we're going anyway, but come on.
36-yard line, 4th and 1. Up there's the jump. There's the offsides. Hadn't had one, and Butler's going to keep it. Slide down.
Smart play right there.
And
What about a little?
there
about
it
a little
is.
target there?
The
on
official threw his hat off. He already
Yeah.
threw the flag for the jumper, and there's got to be a personal foul on that.
Yes, looked like he tried to hit helmet on Butler. My goodness, he was sliding for sure. And that they spearing, I know they call it targeting, but it looked like he was trying to.
Oh, for sure. I mean, he
his
was already
helmet.
already
He
in the
was.
slide.
Goodness.
For sure was the first down regardless, but
Let's add 15 yards to that first down. It looks like.
yeah, you decline the offsides.
Yeah. And Butler's not hurt, but that's not the point,
No,
right?
No.
Paul Hopkins jumping in the booth. I guess he wanted to see Tony, and he's in the wrong booth.
Yes, he did leave quickly.
Refs are still discussing, it looks like.
Personal foul. Offsides. Declined. Look at us.
Look at that.
Man,
It's like we've seen a game or two. Couple.
Yeah, just a few.
maybe 3 or 4.
What? Porter and their offsides.
That's the 7th or 8th
That is
offsides night?
befuddling to
Yeah.
me. I've never seen that many offsides.
Yeah, the defensive line coach is going to have a field day
Yes,
on,
he is.
come Monday.
Brister.
Oh, Brister,
Brister
yeah.
put his head down. First down. Man, he got to the 7-yard line of Porter. What a great run by the young man.
Absolutely.
Going to bring up now a 1st and goal from the 7. Got to imagine you're going to see another Brister run here possibly.
Absolutely. I think so, and I don't think we've seen him throw a pass tonight, or attempt a pass tonight, have we?
No. Fakes the little pitch to Winners. Brister keeper about a couple yards. No, actually, there's because they got one on that.
Can't be too sure with these referees.
No,
here
absolutely
tonight.
not. To the 6-yard line he goes. 2nd down and goal now for the Stangs. Up 21-0 already.
Nice fake right
Brister
there.
is going to throw the ball to BB. He cannot
And another flag.
get in. And there's a flag right where he was tackled, but Jerami was also there. I don't know if they're going to call a hold on Jerami. I didn't see anything wrong on the tackle. Well, they're backing him up.
They are. We couldn't see the line judge get us back to us what they actually were calling, but I think you're right. Looked like maybe a hold on Jerome.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Well, I never saw the call, but it was against the Mustangs.
I was waiting for the call, but I guess we're not going to get one.
We don't need it. We don't need a flag. Just make it up as you go.
Yeah.
Why not?
Just put the ball where you feel like it, ref.
Indeed. 2nd and goal now from the 11. Doubles formation. Brister on the keeper. Just trying to find some room. Man, he puts his head down and runs hard. He gets to the 6. So got another 5 on that.
Get back the 5 you lost.
For sure. So 3rd and 6. Yep, back to where we were before. Just one down less to get it. I like the play call, though, when it went to a BB.
I do,
Those
too.
little play action, like you said earlier, just slip him out there. And,
Right.
he just couldn't quite get in there. I'd slip him out there in the end zone, let him sit in that end zone.
Right.
He'll make that catch. Twin trips formation here on the right side. Now we got Lee in motion to the left. Abibi's tight end to the left. Now Lee's back motion to the right. Bristol, little flood
Jerome.
route.
Rice.
He got him 6. And that is Garrett. No. Yes, that's Garrett Mickey again. He and Lee. I'm telling you what.
I get him.
Love them both.
Yeah. And see, that motion was great right there. They brought, was that Lee, I think?
Yes,
They
Lee.
brought him across and then back. And then
Back.
what that tells Brister is, okay, the Porter's running man defense because he's got a man following him across the field. So great movement right there by the
Great call out there. Absolutely. That's what they did. They just flooded that right side. He had his choice of targets and hit Mickey for the 6. Wilson's kick is up. It is good. And your Mustangs in control here. Homecoming 2024. Mustangs on top 28-0. Looking to get in that 4th seed with 2 games left. Got about 5:25 left here in the 3rd. And then we're a quarter away from that 4th spot.
Yeah, and the Brister really had his choice. Drawme was open in the end zone, too. He could have gone with either one of those guys. A little play action, like you said, a little extra motion, which we haven't seen a bunch where the Friendswood Mustangs have gone across and then come back. We actually saw Mickey earlier actually go and circle the quarterback and the running back. We've seen that some in the college. And, I like the evolution of the offense. Doing a great job of getting the ball out quick and kind of getting the Brister train in there and running him up. I mean, I wouldn't run Mikey too much now. You got the lead. He's played a great game.
Yeah.
Don't want to get him hurt by any means. I'd keep him out there just to keep him sharp. But if you're going to run the ball, give it to Brister and let him run it, But all cylinders are working right now, and that's kind of what we're going to have for the next 2 games after this one.
Yeah, again, next Friday night right here, Kingwood Park, last home regular season game of the season. Kingwood Park looking again also for that spot, but Friendswood can come out with this win tonight and take care of Kingwood Park. That might solidify that 4th seed for good. Little return, had a chance right there, got to the 22.
Did the ball? Nope. I thought I saw the ball come
close.
loose real quick.
No, looked like it.
Oh, man, Sindelar just,
Man, he had to kick the door in right there.
he is, there's no slow down in that young man.
No, he's had a great game, too.
He really has.
He's got one gear. It's on.
Golly. What I like to see is that, and other guys on defense, they're just having fun because they're having fun out there.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the shutouts going quarter after quarter. They're just playing better, and man, whether they're pinning their ears back or not, or they're just playing base, they're playing good, solid Friendswood football defense tonight.
Right. Whatever they've done has worked.
So Porter ball on their own 22-yard line, 5:16 left here in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs in control by 28 nothing. 2 backs in the backfield, showing blitz. They pulled it off. Quarterback Sloan just going to be dropped for a loss. That's
Kreitz again. Man, he's had a good game.
He's had a wonderful game. I think we might have an
I was
early.
going to say it's an early.
That might be the early pick. Yeah, absolutely. He's had a real good ball game.
Early candidate at the very least.
For sure. And again,
he'll get a nomination.
He'll definitely be nominated. I will also nominate Sindelar.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Let them fight it out this next half quarter. So.
Ruffino.
Right.
Ruffino, for sure.
Goes up there too.
You can never not nominate Caleb Allen.
Of course.
I
mean, he's the heart and soul of this defense. So.
What if we nominate Coach Griff? What about that? He's called a really good game tonight on the defensive side.
Yeah, his eligibility's up, though, as far as the play goes. Sloan back to pass, rolling to his right side.
Molina and
Chase. Chased by Molina. Oh, he almost caught him. Instead of run out of bounds on the 20-yard line. Well, Molina was in a hot pursuit.
He really did.
And this is totally random, but this was the play this weekend. Did you see? I cannot think of the teams. The running back was number 34, and he got chased down by number 94. And I forget where I saw it and who was playing, but
that's never good.
I would have to go to the sidelines and say, look at your number and look at his number. He should not be chasing you down.
Never good.
Yeah, you shouldn't be chased down by a 90-something.
But he did. He absolutely did a great job of chasing him down. So the Friendswood faithful kind of thinning out a little bit here tonight as the game is definitely in hand on the homecoming night. Going to beat the crowd to go get something to eat, I guess. The students are still here and standing, so proud of them for sticking around.
Absolutely.
3rd down and 12 now for the Spartans. Low snap. Sloan's running for his life and dropped another sack for the Friendswood defense. Guess who? Sindelar.
He heard us talking. He wants to.
Oh, man.
He wants to
Mr.
make his
Scintillating. Yes, sir. He is full of it. From the kick off to Sindelar is having a whale of a game, and yeah, he did hear us talking about him. He heard Christ's name and said, no.
No, sir.
No.
Well, look here. It looks like Rufino, number 3, is back to receive the punt. First time this season we've seen him back there. Maybe he tells Jackson Lee, give me a chance at it with the lead. See what happens if he can bring something back to that. Low snap. Barely gets it off.
Yes. Drop at the 5, maybe the 4-yard line. Christ is there along with a host of others.
Colin Bobb is there.
Yes.
Caleb Allen.
Oh, the ball was low. Bad snap.
And Rufino's like, dang it, look at him. He's on the sideline going, not
I
one
know.
chance.
He really is frustrated.
Yeah, him and Tom, is it Daly out there? Yeah, 31 Daly are chit-chatting thinking, oh, man, I had my shot.
Well, the Mustangs are in – you can't get much better field position than this. They're on the 4-yard line of Porter, 3:41 on the clock, and Butler will come in the ball game along with Bateman.
I'm guessing a handoff, go to the outside with Bateman, try to pop outside on this left side or maybe the near side because there's a single man out here. We'll see.
Yep.
Handoff Bateman. He goes middle, then goes left, then comes back in the middle because there's a man there he can run over. Bateman with the 6, and the Mustangs are up 34-0.
Well, and the O-line was pretty much in the end zone. They're just smashing the D-line of Porter. The O-line has done a phenomenal job. You can nominate that whole O-line. They've done a great job tonight. A little extra point here. The coaches are excited. And it's something good for the Mustangs to kind of build on. We've had 2 good games in a row where it's kind of manhandled the opposing team. Snap is up. Kick is good by a mile.
There you go.
Kind of scanning the crowd here, Kirk. I'm looking around, and I see number 81 there. Played at Tennessee. JJ, Jonathan Johnson is here. Of course, the brother of Coach Johnson, but JJ was a 7th grader when I started at Friendswood back in the day. He was running back for us. Record setter, of course, here at the high school. I think he had the record for the most quarters played because he played as a freshman. And those are the years we were going to playoffs every year with Jacob Karam as the quarterback. And we could go on and on with all the guys they had back then. But he still holds the record. And he scored several touchdowns at Tennessee running the wheel route, something I'm sure he's run here at the high school several thousand times on this exact field. So it's good to see him here supporting those Mustangs. And, of course, wearing his Tennessee hat.
Well, and we want to give a shout-out to – Jacob was 64, right?
It was 64.
So Carlos Benitez for Porter, here's our shout-out. And I'm not sure how much he's played this game. He's an O-lineman. But the young man plays the tuba.
He does.
And he got after it at halftime. So shout-out to the Benitez family right there, who I know none of them are listening. But I'm just telling you right now, I respect that. Carlos out there, the only person in a white uniform, little squib at the middle, and Porter recovers it at their own 38. It's actually really good field position for the Spartans.
Yeah, I mean, that's better than taking it out from about the 10. I mean, kind of a freak kick right there, but.
Yeah, which is weird because our kick coverage has been phenomenal. So strong tonight. Yeah, for sure.
It really has.
But, yeah, we just want to shout out Carlos Benitez there. At any level, going football, let's just be honest, Coach, how much band practice did he get? Was it football, and I don't think he missed a step out there.
I don't think so either. He did a great job. I was watching myself as I was sitting there with JT and Nate. We were chit-chat talking about him. It looks like the Mustangs are going to put in a few guys on defense, I believe. They're going to kind of sub some people out. Number 19, Rigo Umancer, our defensive player of the game last week with, 2 picks. So good job. And glad to see him getting some snaps in there.
35-0 Mustangs.
And this is the first time I think I've seen Porter come out in this doubles formation.
They did. Here. That's right. They've tried again. They've tried the triple off. The option's not working. Sloan to his low. No. Another quarterback sack for the Mustangs. The ball was loose. I thought the ball was loose, but
I guess
They
not.
said it was down. He's brought down at his own 25-yard line. The Mustang defense just relentless tonight.
Right.
Another quarterback sack.
Yeah, you had 42 Slaughter in there, Kreitz again, Caleb Allen, Colin Bob. My goodness, those guys are having a field day with the O-line.
It's not one or two. It's 4 or 5.
Absolutely.
Every play.
Yep.
Right.
Lots of caps on ball. And we're going to have 3 minutes in this quarter. That's going to take them to 10 quarters and only been scored on one time in 10 quarters. I want to keep track of that as we go forward throughout the year.
Absolutely.
The defense is going to be, the offense sells the tickets. Defense will help us when we get into the playoffs, if and when.
Absolutely.
Don't want to be presumptuous.
Let's see here. 2nd down and 21 from their 27-yard line. Pass caught. Oh,
That's
little hit, maybe late.
right on the line of late.
They didn't call it, but it was a beautiful hit that time.
It really was.
Colin Bob, number 30.
Colin Bob,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
nice hit. Yeah, he was still in bounds. That's what I was afraid of, was the hit was on after he was out of bounds, but he was still in bounds. So they do get 9 back. It's 3rd and 12 now for the Spartans. Mustangs on top, 35-0. Trip formation. Now we're seeing all kind of different formations. Trips to the right side. Oh,
This
he is not going to get away from Caleb Allen. Another quarterback sack. The pressure, it wasn't all Caleb. He just wanted to finish it. You had the pressure from the right side.
the left side.
You had the left side. Then he just ran to Caleb, and yeah, that's not going to end well.
And see, this Mustangs D-line has been giving different looks almost every single play all night, and I think that's a big reason why they've been able to get so much good pressure is because play previous they came out in a 3-man front, and then right there when they got the sack, they came out in 3-man and then shifted down to 5-man on the line.
Right.
So very
Yeah.
very confusing for this Porter O-line.
Yeah, they are not doing well in picking that up. This time the snap does go well. The punt, though, does not. The ball goes and hits at the Porter 43, rolls just into Friendswood territory.
And they're trying to
Get it down, about 47 or so. Friends was almost already at midfield. 1:41 left here in the third quarter. All Mustangs, 35-0. Some kids are being
Screaming,
chased.
yelling, having a good
Yeah,
time.
having just good old homecoming festivities for those third graders.
You remember when you were like in third grade, you had no cares in the world, no bills. You
man.
just had to eat, sleep, and go to school.
and I
Play.
thought that was hard.
Hey,
I know.
well, color painting with your fingers was kind of a difficult task for me sometimes too. Staying within the lines.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but I
To
wish
be,
we still had nap time, you know?
Yeah, well.
You know, when
Get
you're a
a
little
job,
kid.
you can someday. Just
But
like
yeah.
that. Trust
I've
me.
never slept in my office before. I promise.
Shoot.
And that'll be another offsides, it looks
I
like.
don't know. That was going to be a false
False
start,
start,
I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Got a couple of new players in there, but yeah, just keep it clean here. Run this thing out. You're up 35.
Yeah, I mean, barring a miracle, just run the clock out, don't fumble, and this should be a nice victory here on
Yeah.
homecoming.
It looks like they get Jeffrey Randall. I'm sorry, number 10 in is running back. Brister's the quarterback, and
Yeah.
the receivers stayed the same. They're giving Jeffrey Randall a chance.
Randall, nice run. Whoa.
Oh, lost a helmet, too.
First down. Porter player lost his helmet there. You got to use both straps, young man. It's going to be a first. Well, that's right. It's going to be a second because of the penalty. He does get to the 48-yard line, so back just past the initial line of scrimmage goes Jeffrey Randall, and again, another hard runner. You'll see Randall at several positions this year. This is going to be a Brister keeper. Tries to run the left side. Oh, he's still on his feet. He's got a first down. Oh, yes, he does. First, they're going to go a yard short.
You know what I've learned tonight, Kirk, is wherever you think they're going to spot it, give it about 1 or 2 yards in either direction.
They're never in agreement. All these guys are never in agreement. It's just which one's going to get the dominating spot.
Right.
1-0-1 and counting here in the third quarter. But 13 minutes away in this ball game. Mustangs in control. Randall will spin. Oh, the
ball's
ball's
around.
loose.
And I believe that's going to be Porter ball.
I think Porter did get it.
Well,
it is Porter football. That's the second fumble of the ball game for the Mustangs. First one. This time, though, was recovered. As we fumbled the very first play, the kickoff, actually. And then Jeffrey Randall coughed that one up on that one as he got hit. And it's going to go down to 43 of Porter. So they will start this drive in very good field position. with 45 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but with the way this Mustangs defense has been playing,
Yeah.
you know, we'll see if they can make anything of this field
Yeah.
position. Another new formation here for Porter. We haven't seen this one yet.
No wides. 3 backs really in the backfield with a couple of H's. Handoff up the middle there to Keanu. Oh, we got a nice run. First down, then some to the 40-yard line of Friendswood. Again, that's number 2, Keanu Palmer. His best run of the ball game by far.
Probably the longest run. Their longest run of the night.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely the longest play, I would say, of the night. You got 34, Garrison McElwain in the game here. Trying to get some other guys' numbers. Petreko's played. I'm not sure how much he's played tonight, but he's in the game as well. And
Well, now we're gonna time out, and we're bringing back starters on defense. I just saw Condon, saw Sindelar, Ruffino coming back in. I thought I saw Coach Griff holding up the one. Like, I need those guys in now.
Right, because, I mean, you don't want to give up the goose egg no matter what.
No, and to be honest with you, the defense hasn't been in this position tested like this tonight.
Right.
So get your starters in there and let them have this test right here with their backs up against the wall a little bit. Because Lord knows there have been some games this year where that's all they've been is the backs up against the wall earlier in the season for
right.
the defense.
I'm sure this is a relief for this defensive unit because, I mean, like you said, there have been games where, I mean, they're just fighting for their lives.
Yeah.
In terms of starting field position and all that. So
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure this is a nice change of pace.
Well, we'll see now what the number 1s will do here. Ball is on the Mustang 40-yard line. Again, 38 seconds left here in the third quarter. Again, that tight formation for the Spartans. Why not? It worked once. See if it'll work again. Keanu on the outside is going to be chased and caught. That's number 30, I believe.
it is, yes, sir.
Colin Bob again. But he does get some positive yardage there, so we have 2nd down and 7 as he got 3 on that one. Clock rolling. See if they get another play off or not.
And, I mean, you might as well.
I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I don't see it happening.
No, I don't seem to be in a hurry, so and that's going to do it for the third quarter, so we'll just flip sides of the field real quick. Your Mustangs are on top 35-0 over the Porter Spartans. While we're having a quick change, we'll get an update on some other scores from district. And we had the finals allegedly earlier. It seemed early for a final. Maybe they started at 4.
Allegedly.
And you're right. More Friendswood faithful seem to want to take the homecoming festivities back home, I guess.
Can't say I blame them.
I think this game does seem to be in control.
Well in hand, I think so.
Yeah, you know, it must be nice getting a win on your homecoming night. I wouldn't know anything about that. But we scheduled Shadow Creek on my homecoming night. So,
Ooh, yeesh.
yeah.
Jacob's trying to have a free therapy session up here right now.
Yeah.
Let it out. Talk to us. We're here for you.
Man, I appreciate
I
it.
have my own problems. I'm not here for you.
Well, at least you're honest, Coach.
I got my own issues.
Appreciate the honesty.
I mean, you know, I'm trying to pay for 2 kids' college. I'm just doing the best I can.
Hey,
And is anybody still listening? Is there like, oh, here
There's
we
about
go.
15 people listening.
We appreciate y'all still listening.
Way to stick and stay.
We're sorry for the diversion right there. And talking about life problems. 2nd down and 2 now for the Spartans. Pass.
Ooh, broken up.
Oh, there's a late flight. No, that's going to be a late hit on the
yeah,
quarterback.
it's going to be roughing the passer right
Yeah.
there.
That's scintillating Sindelar got a little too much scintillation on that one, and he sure did.
Where'd you learn that $50 word, Kirk?
Well, I know. I looked it up before the game. I wanted to impress you guys.
He's married to a teacher.
That's also
That's
true.
where, that's where he
true.
gets it from.
No, I'm a wordsmith. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it.
Thank you. Sometimes I can be garrulous. Ooh,
Whoa.
look that one up.
Where'd that come
Man,
from?
what about you, Dennis
But don't,
Miller?
not in the Tennessee dictionary. It won't be in there.
The Tennessee Dictionary is only like 3 pages.
So the late hit was on Sindelar. Ball is now on the 22-yard line. So the Mustangs do have their backs against the wall here, this defense. So 1st and 10. Man, handoff nowhere to go that time. It's number 7, Jason Castro.
And I mean, not that it matters a ton, but that H-back keeps just slightly false starting, and they're getting away with it. But
Yeah, hadn't really helped them.
yeah, I was gonna
At
say,
all. Little update from the LaPorte game. Third quarter, LaPorte 31, Crosby 0.
Wow.
That
Really?
That one really does surprise me.
Wow. Yes, that is surprising.
Color me shocked.
Yeah.
Huh.
Second down and 11. So LaPorte looking to be in first place after this one tonight. Handoff up the middle. Good job by the quarterback and sticking it in there. Castro gets about 4. Ball's on the 19 now, just inside the red zone.
And after Porter got that decent run on the other side of the field last quarter, it looks like, with that tight bunch formation, they said, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, because I don't think they've come out in a different formation since then.
No, they have not, for sure. 10:52 left in the ball game. Mustangs up 35-0. Porter definitely in 4-down territory here. Handoff in the middle. Got it. First down. No, he does not have a first down. Well, that second effort is going to be close.
Depends on the spot.
Well, it looks like he spotted short, but you never know with these refs.
I know.
And to be honest here, with 10 minutes to go in the game, down 35, I'm surprised they have the quarterback still in for Porter.
I would
Unless
agree.
they don't have a backup. There's no reason to get this kid hurt. They still have a couple games left on the tilt here. Is he a senior? I didn't look.
Stone Singletary's a junior.
Is a junior? Huh. Interesting.
4th and 1. Mustangs defense.
Need to stop right here.
We got 5 on the line right now. Little end around. Got it. First down and touchdown. Spartans.
Yeah, a little end-around option right there. It was read perfectly by the quarterback. He waited, and hand off.
He waited a long time, didn't he?
That's such a bold play, though, too, because the speed game hasn't been there for Porter. I mean, Friendswood has had those tonight, and I think they were just so bunched up inside trying to stop that little plunge that it looks like he beat Sindelar out there, and that's it for the 6. So Spartans get 6 on the board with 10 minutes left.
Well, Coach, there goes your scoreless quarter streak right there.
Well, it's only been 14 points in 10 quarters. That's still not bad.
No, we'll take it.
We'll
for
take
sure.
it. We'll take it for sure.
Extra point is up and good, so it is now 35-7. Mustangs on top, but again, only 10 minutes left here in the ball game. And for Friendswood's defense, again, they started that drive in good field position for Porter, and Friendswood's defense just, again, you kept them out a long time, and
right,
nothing to be ashamed of it with the 7 though.
Not at all, and I mean, they weren't given the best field position. They had second stringers in for a second there, so
yeah.
I wouldn't worry about this one too much if I were the Friendswood defense.
No.
Especially with how well they've been playing tonight as a whole. The fact that we have, 4 candidates for Defensive Player of the Game,
yeah.
That says something about
for sure
the kind of game that they've been having.
So 10 minutes left here. Again, next week we'll be here, last home game of the regular season, playing Kingwood Park.
And what might be Kirk Lowe's final performance at Henry Winston.
That very well could be.
Unfortunately.
Thank you for reminding me of that. Yeah, no, it's what it is, and I'm glad you're up here in the booth, Jay. We're just kind of getting the seat warm.
Right.
For next year, you've already scratched my name off and put yours in there. I appreciate that.
Hey,
so that's
no
okay
problem.
though.
No problem.
I know my seat is in great hands.
Absolutely.
And I can't wait to hear you guys next year calling these games that I can chat in and.
Right. That's going to be weird saying chat from Kirk Lowe looks
That's
like.
right. For sure. The kickoff goes deep at the 14, picked up. Little reverse
right
on that. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I wasn't sure where he ran. He's run out of bounds at the back of the 41. I was wondering.
Yeah, it looks like he was running on the tightrope right there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So Mustang ball will be in great field position, though, to start this drive.
Right, and at this point, it's time to salt this game away. I may have jinxed it last possession, but all we got to do is keep the clock running.
Yeah.
Don't fumble.
Oh, we got a penalty. Whoa, look, way back at the 16-yard line. Going to be a hold, I would imagine, on the Mustangs.
Now I see the flag.
Yeah,
I see the line
way
now.
back there.
Way back there. And honestly, I'm not even mad about that because that gives more field for the Mustangs to use
true.
more clock.
That's true. Well, if they threw the flag on the 15, they backed it up to the 10. So the Mustangs on their own 10-yard line. Let's see. Brister is in at quarterback, but looks like Walker Winter is still in at tailback right now.
It looks like we've still got all of our offensive starters in.
We do have a bunch for sure. Handoff Winters, left side, makes another cut. That's a first down for Walker Winters.
And see, a big unsung hero of tonight's game is number 11, Abibi. I can't count how many times I've watched him steal that edge and let either Bateman or Winters get a really nice
That's a good
untouched
point.
run.
Yeah.
Right off the tackle right there. And it's Abibi every single time.
Handoff Winters up the middle. Goodness gracious.
Oh, bouncing.
Still, that's Bateman, excuse me. Bateman's still running.
Jeez.
Still running.
Wow, what a run.
Bateman with about a 22-yard run. There's a Porter player left down on the field after Bateman just truck sticked him.
Oh, my goodness.
My gosh.
Trucked about 3 of them right there.
He is, oh, and Bateman is pumped.
Oh, I would be too.
Just a sophomore.
Look at him walking. Just
Puff
your chest out, young man.
Oh, and deserved.
Right.
For sure. Yeah, he was hit early, made a nice spin move, and then just left men in his wake.
Yeah, and he threw one to the ground at the very end of that run.
Yes.
Great run right there by Bateman.
So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the 43-yard line of Friendswood. 9:25 left here in the ballgame. Mustangs up 35-7. And you know what I love about that, besides just he's a hard runner, is you got a game in hand, but it doesn't matter. Like that's a fiery run right there.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. And, that's what the coaches used to preach. It doesn't matter what the situation is, what the rep is, you give it 100%. You know, it doesn't matter if the game's 35-7. It doesn't matter.
Well, for Bateman, he's saying, look, this is my job the next 2 years.
Right.
So any of you freshmen out there watching me, just know I'm here.
My job.
Bateman runs again. He's going to get about 4 or 5 on the carry. Going to be up to the 48-yard line. And, Jacob, you were right. What you said is that the further back Friendswood had to go, just the more clock they could churn. Problem is it's hard to – you're not churning as much you want because you're getting 8 to 10 a clip.
Right, yeah. It's hard to waste clock time whenever you're moving down the field this quickly, Even when it seems like we're trying to waste time, we're still moving the ball really well, which is a great sign for this offense headed into these last 2 games.
For sure. Again, Brister in at quarterback with – see, that's Bateman still in the ball game at tailback. Brister on the keeper. Brister, first down.
There's a flag in the backfield.
It's going to be a hold right there. Yep.
Yeah, I think it's going to come back. Which, unfortunate, because that was a nice, solid run right there by Brister.
Yeah, another great run by Brister.
I believe we lost one member of our broadcast.
I think Coach Fritz found an old Tennessee Volunteer, old Jonathan Johnson down there. He decided to take a breather. Of course, he knows that the broadcast is in great hands.
Yeah. He's got nothing to worry about.
And Miss Nelson, I agree with your comment earlier. I don't know why anybody would want to leave a game like this when you're up 35-7. But we don't speak for everybody. We're here. We'll be here all night.
Yeah, we will be.
At least for the next 8-18 anyway. Second down now and 15 for the Mustangs. Balls on their back to their own 38-yard line. BB still in that H-back formation. Handoff Bateman. Trying to get around that left side, and he got almost back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a yard short of that.
3 or 4 yards right there. And, I've got no problem with that. Just keep the clock running. Don't fumble. That's it.
Right.
That's all.
3rd down and 11. Balls on the Mustang 42-yard line.
Now, here's the deal. Do you pass right here to keep the drive going, or what do you think?
I would just keep the clock running and run the ball. Even if you don't get the first, you punt, pin them deep. That's a long ways to go.
That's very, yeah.
For Porter. And, again, it's not their passing game is not what got them down there last time. It was the run game.
Right.
So we'll see if we even need that commentary. No, we don't. Winter's got a first down for the Mustangs.
And another helmet loss.
Golly, that's 11 yards he needed. He got 11. They will move the chains. Mustangs are in Spartan territory at the 47. Great run by Walker Winters.
About where they would be had that kickoff not got called back.
That's true. Jeffrey Randall in now at tailback. Randall left side.
Good, hard run.
There you go, Jeff Randall. Got about 3 of them after contact right there. Looks like Brister will finish the ball game tonight for the Mustangs. Just at 7 minutes left here in the game tonight. Mustangs will go now to 2 and 3 in district. Porter will drop the 2 and 3 in district, and of course, Friends will have the tiebreaker.
And we're right in the mix.
You got a man open, caught.
Look at that.
Jackson Lee, make a move at the 20.
Oh, put a move on him.
15, 10, 5. Jackson Lee.
What?
No.
He hit the pylon,
He
ref.
hit the pylon. Said he stepped out of bounds at the 1.
Come on, ref.
Lee, what an effort by Jackson Lee. He had a one-on-one and just shook a man out of his shoes right there.
He just froze him up and, just ran right past him. And
Oh, how does he not in the end zone unless he leapt with a foot out of bounds? That's tough to say, but.
Right. That's the only thing I can think. And, I mean, come on, ref. You got to.
Great effort. Great effort by Jackson Lee. I almost want to see him give him the ball right here, put him in the backfield, but they don't.
Right.
That's going to be Brister handing it off.
Ooh.
To Bateman, and Bateman is stopped immediately in the back. I'm sorry, that's Jeffrey Randall. Excuse me.
And I'm not Coach Johnson, but a little play action slant.
Let Lee score the points.
Right. I mean, he'd be wide open too. You see the gap in the defense right there.
Yeah. I think Lee's the only starter in the receiving corps.
That's what it looks like
right now.
Yeah, unlikely, but I really wish Coach Johnson would get him his points right here.
No, I agree with the unlikely comment the best because, in a game like this, you're just trying to get the points the easy way here, let the clock run. Looks like Coach Johnson's going to.
What we got going on here?
Let it run down. You can call timeout. Play clock at 3, 2, and.
Yep,
we're going to call a timeout. 5:51 left here in the ball game. Coach Johnson is going to talk about it with his players. Not really sure
what the deal was there.
As far as the thought process goes, but either way, Friends was in great position here to put 6 more on the board, go up 42-7, under 6 minutes left here in the ball game, and finish this homecoming out correctly.
Right, and this game's already won. We don't need this touchdown, but then at the end of the season, when tiebreakers are being determined, sometimes it comes down to points. So
for sure, yeah.
You want to put as much points up. I mean, obviously, you want to put as much points up as possible, but
Oh yeah. Check that report score here. It is okay. Well, now it says LaPorte's winning at halftime, 17-0. So we've gone back on points.
We went back in time, it seems.
Yeah, like Friendswood is going to run the ball up the middle, and it is going to be a touchdown by Jeffrey Randall. And that gives Friendswood 41. It's just a nice, simple little up-the-gut play. And
more Friendswood faithful look to be exiting the building. Can't say I blame them right about now.
Wilson's going to come in for the extra point. Ball is down. Kick is up. Kick is good. It's 42-7 Mustangs.
And Wilson, he's got a boot on him.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That one he missed, again, was just off the right upright. Man, had plenty of distance. Mm-hmm. We'll like to see him get an opportunity to have one of those later this year.
Absolutely.
Especially in a game that could be meaningful.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, and that's why, like we talked about earlier, that's why I liked him getting that opportunity. Just now he knows, okay, I can kick it that far.
Yeah.
No,
for sure. We have a guest here in the broadcast booth tonight, a third member of our broadcast team, Coach Joshua Fritz. Coach, how you doing this evening?
I'm great. Beautiful. I just had to go down and talk to my man Jonathan Johnson, JJ. Had to touch base with him and chit-chat. I didn't want him to scat out before I said hello, gave him a big hug, and he's doing well. And I was asking him just some stats, asking about holding the record. He says he ended up playing 51 varsity games because he came in as a freshman. He had Karam, Pete Matzold, and Jordan Wood as were his quarterbacks that he got to play with. That's not a bad little gig.
Talk about a good quarterback right there.
And I'm believing if I'm on this, he had about fumble on the kickoff, getting coverage by the Mustangs, doing great as usual. I'm wanting to say his best year, JJ had about 1,700 yards on the ground. That didn't count because he played receiver as well.
Right.
So he probably had a good 1,900-yard season. I have to double-check that. I'm sure Tony Hopkins or somebody have the stats on that for sure. But just an electric guy out of the backfield for Friendswood at the time. And, those teams were just throwing the ball. I mean, when you had Karam, it just would be sometimes 5 wide. He'd just sling it to everywhere.
One of their receivers was Andre Gautreau, who was in the Hall of Honor this evening.
Yep.
So, those guys were sure fun to watch for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, Gautreau and lots of guys. So, anyway, it's just fun to reminisce and all that stuff.
Well, Friendswood will be able to reminisce about this homecoming win for many years, like that transition.
Oh, that was pretty
Thank you.
nice. It's almost like you went to school for this.
I know, right? Quarterback keeper again, Kelly. You mentioned earlier, Sloan still in the ball game.
I don't understand that.
I don't either. I don't understand him being in the game, period, and I don't understand running him.
Running him, yes.
in between the tackles.
Yeah. And the roster they gave us doesn't have anybody listed by position, so we don't know if they have another running back or not.
You're right. We sure don't. We just have years and names is all we have. 5 minutes left here in the ball game. Again, Friendswood will win this ball game tonight, up 42-7.
And were you all surprised that Jackson Lee was called out of bounds on the one on that play?
I
couldn't tell where he stayed.
We did not have a good reaction.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I wasn't a fan.
That was a great move by him.
No, quarterback caper again, and he is. First of all, I will give Sloan credit. He does have a nice fake.
He
on the
does.
ball.
He does, and he hangs in there until he has to
little
make a decision.
extracurriculars here.
Oh, here come the flags.
Some laundry on the field. Let's see who it's on.
Oh, now their coaches are on the field. Fellas just need to back up a little bit.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to hold some of their players off. That would not have been a good scene. They need to stay. They need to stay off of that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. What are you doing?
So we'll see what they're gonna.
You're down 35. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, I think one of our D linemen kind of pancaked and landed on their
That's part of the game.
lineman.
Yeah,
and they didn't like it.
Can't be mad at that. I've got pancaked a few times, and I just chalk it up as a loss.
You
And
never liked it once, I bet you.
didn't like it. Just get up, get back to the huddle, and the last thing I'm going to do after I get pancaked is talk trash to the guy that just put me on my butt. You know.
All right, here comes the call. Still sorted out.
Just got to go through the chain of command. I think.
Right.
Still discussing.
Somebody's getting a personal foul.
Somebody
There's a personal
is.
foul.
And
Both teams.
like it never happened.
Gotta love that. Yeah, they just did get to both teams. Let's move on. 4:40 left here. Yeah, and Stone Singletary just continues to carry the football for the Spartans. He continues to just take shot after shot.
Yeah, 4 minutes to go. I'm not really digging that myself.
Yeah, well, like you said, maybe they don't have a backup. Who knows?
But you got plenty of running backs.
Yep.
Twin formation right side.
Oh,
Bad snap. Balls on the turf. He's got some running room, though. Here they go. 30, 40. Got to the 50. Yard of the ball on the turf.
Wow.
And this game's just turned into a circus.
What a series.
Ball is everywhere. I think Spartans recovered it.
Yeah.
They did. Ball was on the turf twice that play.
And it almost got taken away for a long touchdown.
Yes.
Because, I mean, you'll have plays like that where the ball gets dropped and the defense just kind of forgets what they're doing to try to get on the ball. And if the offense recovers it, you're in a bad position.
Oh, yeah, and definitely were on that one. So Spartans now in decent territory. Ball's on the Mustang 46-yard line. Not a lot of time left, though. 4 minutes and counting. But a fresh set of downs for Porter. Now Porter they just have their formations. They've been all over the board now. Now back to twins again with a wing on the right side. So really almost a trip set. Looking for a wheel route out of that backfield, and a quarterback is dropped and sacked.
That is Garrison McAway, number 34, and Caleb Condon, number 15, in on that. Good job of those guys.
Another sack for the defense, so it's second down now and 14. Back to the midfield.
Yeah, and it was a good concept right there by the offense. I mean, just
I liked it too.
no time given by this Friendswood defense. I love it.
It looks like we got some subs in there. Basciano, 56. I saw him at school last week. Good to see him in the game. And Cooper Prince, number 4, is also in, getting some reps.
Right, like we talk about, perfect time for it.
Handoff left end, back up the middle, got some running room. It's a first down and then some.
He might be gone.
And we are going to have a touchdown by the Spartans, number 7, Jason Castro. I don't see any flags on the field. And just like that, it's 42-13.
Well, they laid $1 short on this little burst from their offense.
Oh, yeah,
but
for sure. Nice run, though, by Castro. Just found a hole and then just made the rest by himself. Really had a nice burst of speed there at the end.
I'd go for 2 right here.
Why not?
Sure.
Why not?
I'm going for the comeback.
What's that Peyton Manning commercial? Epic comeback starts right now.
Didn't think you'd get a lot of singing on this broadcast tonight, but there it is. Thank you, Jacob.
Hey, anytime.
Tough snap. He gets it down. Kick is up. Kick is good. 42-14 is our score with 2:50 left here in the ball game.
And you know, it's not a commercial, but it was an SNL skit. The best one was when Peyton Manning was throwing the footballs at those guys, and then one kid, he tells him to go sit in the bathroom, the porta-john, and he opens the door and he hits it with the football. I said, shut the door.
That is one of the best. That's one of the all-time classics.
That is an all-time classic. I throw, you catch. It's not that hard. That's what he tells that little kid.
He said, I got a man open.
Again, one more home game left this season. Next Friday night versus Kingwood Park right here from Henry Winston. And then we'll be on the road the last game of the season that next Saturday, I think November the –
Is that a 3rd?
No, wait, that's next weekend. The 9th. Next weekend is the 2nd. No.
Next week's
no.
the 1st.
Next week is the 1st. My gosh.
Jeez.
Halloween is 3rd. I don't know what's going on.
Yes, so it is the 9th. You are correct.
The 9th,
1st and the 9th.
The 9th is at Saturday. I believe it's a 6 o'clock or 6:30 kickoff, but I don't know if that could change. I'm not sure.
Yeah, the Mercer Stadium. Let's just hope there's some Wi-Fi there is all I'm saying, because no one there knows how to get onto it.
No. I can't imagine the new Wi-Fi there. Maybe the Radio Shack next door will be open.
Circuit City.
We can come in there.
We'll tell Jacob what those 2 stores are.
Bring an AOL CD, pump it in a computer, see what happens.
Exactly. Little AOL. Dial it up, baby.
You said Circuit City?
You know what a Circuit City is? No, he does not.
City.
Doesn't know what a Radio Shack is either. Those are defunct.
I've heard of Radio Shack.
that's
How about
good.
Service Merchandise? Anybody out there? Service
I
Merchandise?
most sure
Let's
did.
go school. Oh, pick up the ball.
Surely did. The kickoff goes down to the 15-yard line. It's dropped.
I-
Yes.
Service Merchandise, you would go, if you remember, you'd actually never even see the product. It was like a little card, and
Yes.
you'd hand it back, and it'd come from the back on a conveyor belt like your luggage from the airport.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That was how they did the Service Merchandise back in the day. Some good stores.
Now it's just called Amazon.
Yep. Life is good.
Oh, you youngsters.
But, you know, I grew up, you know, everybody knows in Tennessee, and my grandmother never in her life, in the house she lived in until she was, 95 years old, she never had a dishwasher.
Wow.
She washed her own dishes by hand. Never had a dishwasher. Never had a garbage disposal.
Wow.
You would call her house if she was on the phone. You'd get a busy signal because she couldn't understand and didn't want to deal with call waiting.
Right.
She's like, I don't want to mess with that. I don't want to do it. That beeping confuses me. I don't want to be on 2 calls. I said, there's no reason to call your house and it be in a busy signal.
Well, as we're going back through the hills of Tennessee,
Yes.
In the meantime, we have a flag. We're going to re-kick this thing.
Wow.
See, even Tony Hopkins didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, I don't think anybody did. I don't even think the refs knew what was going on.
Oh, that's been par for the course. 2:50 left here in the ball game tonight. 42-14 Mustangs. And the fans that are left are just wanting the ball to be kicked off and runs. We can run this clock, and they can go down the field and hug their boys and their girls in the cheerleading corps and the Wranglerettes and just say, happy homecoming.
Right.
Great win, homecoming night 2024.
You know, y'all talking about things from the past. The other day, I was driving in my car and I said, I'm going to see what it was like to drive back in the day. And I switched on the radio and I was like, wow.
The radio.
This sucks.
The kickoff gives a squib kick goes to 25-30 and brought down to 32. Yeah, and they have commercials.
Yeah, that was my least favorite part. I was
Yeah.
wow.
And then back in the day, they would talk over the first 4 or 5 seconds of the song, right up to when the music, up to the guy started singing. You're like, dude, I can't even enjoy it. Yeah.
And you wanted to tape it. You wanted to tape to record the song. So you didn't have to buy the album.
Yep. Yep.
And so the first 5 seconds was the DJ saying.
Oh, hang on. Explain to Jacob what an album is.
Oh yeah, I don't know if we have time. We only have 2:44 left.
He knows what a digital download is.
We'll talk before next week for sure.
Yeah, I only know how to stream singles, Coach.
Oh my gosh, singles. First and 10, ball is handed off to Randall, I believe, about 2-yard gain is all he's going to get. It is Jeffrey Randall in there. So clock rolling. Friendswood is in no hurry.
Yeah, I don't see them doing anything but running the ball at this point.
Jackson Lee's still in the ball game though for the Mustangs.
Well, 44 St. Jean is in the ball game there with at the H back.
A couple new receivers up top.
81 is not listed. I don't have his name or number. I apologize for that. And
that's 16.
It is 16. Jackson Black getting in the game.
Here we go. So twin receivers up top. Randall running hard.
Good block by St. Jean, number 44. I like it there from the H-back. Good job on his part.
About 3-yard gain on that. It's going to bring up a third down and a long 3. Under 2 minutes left. Again, Friendswood will now go to 2 and 3 in district. Porter will fall to 2 and 3. And they are both tied for 4th seed, of course. Friendswood
now
has the tiebreaker. And, of course, still 2 games left, so nothing's being decided at all. It's just a critical game for Friendswood. We said that from the start, and that's the way it played out tonight. Randall, first down and then some. Into Porter territory, down to the 40-yard line. Well, let's talk players of the game, guys. This is it. Let's go defense first.
Defense.
Jacob.
You know, I'm going to have to go Kreitz. What about you, Kirk?
I mean, for me, I'm going to go Sindelar tonight. Sindelar had a great game defensively, also on special teams as well. So I'm going to give it to Mr. Scintillating Sindelar.
So you expect me to break the tie?
It'd be nice, but do what you need to do.
That would be nice, but I have a feeling you're going to go third direction.
I may go a third direction with kicks and giggles, as there's another penalty for the love of all that's holy.
42 seconds
42
left.
seconds, come on.
We're going victory formation.
How do you get a penalty on victory formation? Seriously.
That's
unbelievable.
That's wow.
Okay, I was going to go with my man Nicholas Ruffino. Let's get it a three-way tie out there. And of course, you could go D-line and all those guys, Christ and Caleb Adam played on the D-line. But I'm going to go with Nick Ruffino with the pick. And he was in on a lot of tackles coming up from that rover position. That's free back in the back, making some hits. So
for sure.
Yeah, good job on their offense. And what you got for me, Kirk?
Well, first of all, I'm going to say thank you, Mr. Mayor, for bringing up Kmart right there, too. By the way, great sub sandwiches at Kmart back in the day on those blue light specials.
Kmart.
Just solid.
I've heard of Kmart.
Yes, you trust me, Jay.
A poor man's Target.
A poor man's Target.
Like way poor.
Can't say I've ever been to a Kmart.
No, well, again, one more thing we'll educate you on before next week. But offensively, well, I'll tell you what, I don't want a single guy. I want to give the offensive line. I mean, they just everything that we did offensively started right there with those guys. It wasn't one player; it was the group tonight. So I'm gonna go O-line.
You're absolutely right. I agree with the O-line pick, but I want to specifically mention a BB. Like I was saying earlier,
yes.
So many good pulls, sealing the edge. Like a good majority of these runs don't happen without a BB making a good block beforehand.
For sure, Coach.
I was going to go O-line. I mentioned earlier in the broadcast tonight how well I thought they played as a unit. Bebry blowing up Porter in their defensive front and really just pancaking those guys and really frustrating them. So I'm going to have to go O-line as well. Did a great job. Gave Brister plenty of lanes. Walker Winters. And, of course, Mikey Butler looked really sharp coming out of the gate, flipping those passes around. Hadn't played in a couple weeks, trying to save him that he doesn't get hurt. So, again, I'm going to go O-line. And it could have been Mikey Butler. It could have been it could have been Garrett Mickey, but a good job by that front.
Trip Bateman. Every one of them had a solid game now. And that's why the score was 42-14, not Mustangs. Mustangs come out 2 in a row now for Friendswood, back into 4th place in district. 2 games remaining. Right here in 1 week from tonight, playing the Kingwood Park in a huge game again for the Mustangs, but they are in control of their own destiny, which is what you want to be with 2 games remaining. Guys, it was a great one tonight.
Absolutely.
Well, again, as always, thank you all for listening in this evening. Mr. Merritt hung in there to the end. Boy, we appreciate you as always. Everyone, thank y'all for listening. Can't wait to have y'all chat us up next Friday night right here from Henry Winston. Harper did a great job, as always, getting us on the air. Appreciate you doing what you do, because, again, without Harper, there ain't us right there. So for Harper, for Jacob, for Coach Fritz, I am Kirk Lowe. We'll see you guys next Friday night. Have a great football weekend.